pay attention, you listening slow.
Yeah, well, I'll try to keep up. So those games happening in Japan right now really count for the standings or what?
They do, yes.
Huh.
Wow.
Baseball season has officially started.
Wow.
Enjoy.
Because the A's were playing the Red Sox yesterday. I'm like, I'm not watching an exhibition game. Screw it. I don't care if it's in Japan. But I guess it was real.
Yeah, I'm not watching a real game. Screw that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the playoffs. I'm not in. Screw that. Call me when the World Series starts.
Wow. Really?
Then I'll watch a couple innings and move on.
Okay.
Is this game 7? No? Nah, I'll turn it.
Mm-hmm. But I guess those games between the A's and Red Sox in Japan yesterday and today count.
In the books, huh?
They count. The first game's in the books.
Yeah.
I mean, the Red Sox have already mathematically clinched.
That's right. They're in.
It's over. But, I don't know, maybe I'll watch an inning or two today.
There you go.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Depends how many clips I can get through on YouPorn. Anyway, how are you doing? Nice
I'm
to
good.
see you.
How are you?
What's going on? You don't have the hair all done up today, but it looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's going on today? A little hump day action?
Yeah. Most definitely. Why not?
Man, these full weeks can kill you.
I know.
It's just Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's all right, man.
There you go.
Waiting for real hardcore spring weather, like 68, 72, something. Give me a day. It gives me some feeling like summer's right around the corner.
No, I hear you. I agree.
All right.
Waiting as well.
Okay.
How are you?
Oh, I'm nice.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Monica Seles got knocked off last night.
Monica Seles? What do you mean knocked off?
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
Somebody took her out.
Somebody killed her.
Again with a knife?
Like, why is she bringing up Monica Seles? I didn't know she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
You thought they were stars, huh?
Somebody once tried to kill her.
on the tennis court, right?
Yeah, and I thought maybe he finished the job or something.
No.
I didn't hear your breaking news sound or anything, so I was like, why is she...
A disgruntled Paul Allen comes running out. We used to date. I love you.
Did they used to date?
Yeah.
Really?
That's my favorite part about it.
Strictly because he loved the way she screamed?
I don't know, but I love the way she touched his nether region.
Oh, jeez.
Is there a picture of it?
Take a look at Paul Allen, see if you want to do that.
She was the first, well, if there's like 20 billion sitting on it.
Oh, there you go. That's why I love women.
She's the first, really, that started the whole moaning craze in female and women's tennis, Terry. She really let it rip.
She actually looked really good.
That was a male tennis player that you're thinking of. Yeah. That was Bjorn Borg. He really let it rip too, but a different way. She was, all of a sudden, she came on the scene and she was like, just crazy. Steffi Graf never did that.
Right.
Chris Evert, I guess, never did that.
Yeah, I hate the way it's Evert.
Billie Jean King never did that, I guess. And,
that guy never did that.
And all these female players that came before and never did that. All of a sudden, she comes on the scene and every shot, she's like having an orgasm.
Wow.
And it really, since then, has become like a regular part of tennis. It's like phallic.
Well, there you go.
I think making that noise distracts all the women in tennis because they love it. Mm-hmm. Like Martina Navratilova probably really loves it. Loves to hear that. She can't focus.
Well, she's a little hardcore there, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's not on Dancing with the Stars when she is now.
No.
That'd be great.
That's a shame. But Monica Seles was?
Yes.
Was she having trouble dancing, Terry?
It was very difficult for her. Because she had a hard time, smiling and facial expressions because she's not one to do that.
She's European or something.
Well, she even admitted it's not within her, she's not used to doing that, showing any emotion.
Well, only Americans can be really phony like that. That's what it comes down to.
And I believe Penn got knocked off with his big...
Penn?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that wasn't, a given.
How are Bartles and James doing on the show? Good?
Great.
Those guys alive? Bartles and James?
I don't know. And obviously your man, Jason Taylor, who you cream...
yeah.
He's doing wonderful, I'm sure.
Oh, he is.
Is he like the lock of the century to win?
Him and Mario for the guys are like
That's going to be the finals?
Well, no, I don't know necessarily if it's those two, but, it's going to be Christy Yamaguchi for the women.
Oh, come on. She's really that good?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Oh. All right. Sounds wonderful. I'm missing out on a ton.
I know you are.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I just thought I'd update you.
Little hump day action.
Yep.
We're going to get you over the hump.
Thank goodness.
As we make our way towards Spring 2008 weekend number 2.
Right.
Yes. That's right, I said number 2. And we will come back. We'll get things started right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Happy birthday to baller Baron Davis.
Oh. Thank you, guys. He had a birthday earlier this week, Terry.
Was surprised by his buddies with a shindig at the Stone Rose in Hollywood, hosted by Hennessy. Helping him ring in his 29th, Kim K's main squeeze.
How'd you like your birthday party hosted by Hennessy?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
And not Don Hennessy. Not
Okay.
Don Henley. I mean, the real alcohol joint.
Right.
Just saying, yeah, we're with you. 29th birthday, that's not a round number, but still good enough for us. We're going to deck the halls with Hennessy, wall to wall, and it's just going to be a birthday you'll never forget. How would you like the Terry Free birthday sponsored by, I don't know, what's your brand alcohol that just blows
I'll
you
take
away?
Hennessy. I'll take it all.
Wow.
Whatever.
There you go.
I'm good. That would be great.
The Hot Shot Scott birthday brought to you by Schmidt Ice. Yes. Come on in, everybody.
Brought to you by medicinal marijuana.
Helping him ring in his 29th, Kim K's main squeeze, Reggie Bush, Gabrielle Union, and high school buddy Cash Warren, who Barron was looking forward to partying with.
How'd you like Cash Warren and Reggie Bush at your birthday party sponsored by Hennessy, Terry?
All right. I'm in there, too.
Pretty good scene happening there
I would say so.
for the 29th birthday.
Absolutely.
But they're pulling all the hot girls, you know. Get out of here.
Cash
My
Warren.
birthday.
And of course, if Reggie Bush is there, good chance Kim Kardashian's big ass is squeezing through the door, Terry.
Sure.
How'd you like Kim Kardashian's big ass squeezing through the door at your Hennessy sponsored birthday party?
Sure.
My God.
Some dessert with cash as well.
Yep, Jessica may not have shown off her baby bump for the photogs.
And who's Cash Warren with again? He's...
Jessica Alba.
Oh, my gosh.
She's pregnant.
Yes.
Yep.
That means you can't get her pregnant, right?
Right. And she's not showing yet.
When
'cause
she
it's her
get,
first.
I love women that are pregnant and that aren't showing yet. They get all filled with Hennessy.
And something else. How does Pacey feel about the pregnant Alba? Is his dream crushed now?
Well, he's got to rework his losing his virginity plans. It doesn't look like it's going to be by Jessica Alba unless he's waited this long. I don't know. I don't even want to ask at this point.
Okay. It's like his dream is over.
I want to focus on the happy things, like a birthday party sponsored by Hennessy with Jessica Alba and Kim Kardashian and Reggie Bush.
But she did have a front row seat to watch Barron blow out the candles.
Well, make sure you have a front row seat to watch Barron. Make sure they make the playoffs, because if you look right now at the standings here, and I am, Terry,
Yes.
the Warriors are like a half game from not making the playoffs. The Denver McNuggets right on their heels, Terry.
Okay.
But, of course, Dallas just lost Nowitzki, and they're only 2 games away from not making the playoffs, so maybe they can kiss it all goodbye. Who knows? So many teams with really strong records in your NBA Western Conference, and yet one is going to be the odd team out. I love talking like this.
Okay.
The Warriors were the darling of the league last year.
Well, they may wind up being in the same spot as they were last year. The 8th seed, knocking off, who knows? Who's the 1 seed? When? New Orleans is now officially the 1 seed. No Lakers. You know, Houston were pretenders for a while there. And now New Orleans with Chris Paul, dishing, swishing. And,
Wow.
Both?
Oh, yeah, he does it all.
All right.
Dish and swish?
Here, look, just last night. I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Let's see here. Chris Paul, how does 31 points, 14 assists sound?
I'll take it.
You take that?
That sounds pretty good to me.
Does that sound like MVP stats or what?
It does, yes.
Does LeBron have to look over his shoulder as far as who the real MVP of 2007, 2008 is going to be?
I think he does.
I love talking like this too, Ted!
Wow.
Well, yes, New Orleans and the Lakers are tied for the top spot in the NBA, and I know you love hearing the update on that. Mhm.
Sure. Can I ask you where, like, Boston was? Because weren't they really hot for a while?
Well, they're in the Eastern Conference.
No, I know that. That's why I'm
focusing
asking.
on the West as far as the East is concerned. Boston will coast to the
Okay.
finish line.
Okay.
The only question is, will they represent the East in the NBA Finals?
All
Because
right.
Detroit has something to say about that.
That's right.
But the real battle right now in your NBA,
Yes.
with 1 month remaining on the schedule, give or take, right?
Right.
Yeah. Is
14 games or something. Yeah, blah, blah.
is who's going to be the odd team out? Dallas, Golden State, Denver. All with very, very, very good years.
Okay.
Don't you count out George Karl, Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, whatever happened to those years where a 500 team used to make the playoffs?
Yeah, well, maybe in the East they will.
Now you got a team that's going to win 50 games that won't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Yeah, 500 got you in definitely 10 years ago. No
Yes.
question.
Do you have any comment on this, Terry?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because I'm not as big a fan of NBA as I am college.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I like...
Well, of course, everyone's a fan of college right now.
Right,
Because you
but-
don't have brackets set up for your
Right.
NBA action.
Right. Maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I just have never been a big NBA fan.
Well, then, don't
Maybe
let
it's
us...
because I don't know much about...
Don't deprive
the whole
people of the
thing.
sports talk, Terry. Why don't you tell us all about college basketball? Go ahead.
Oh, gee, tomorrow, what time does the game start? I'm surprised that Hot Shot
you
doesn't
know
have
so
the paper
much
out.
about sports.
You asked me, I don't know. I just said that I enjoy the whole college thing right about now.
Mm-hmm. And Terry Freese, alma mater, a Peck, attend
Oh,
school.
yes.
Washington State University, coasting through the first rounds.
Yeah, but
on cruise control. Put it in neutral and glide to the moment where the scoreboard reads 0-0-0 as far as the time's concerned.
Right.
And
But-
just move on to the next round. Could it have been any easier for the Washington State Cougars,
But
Terry?
look who they have to go up against now.
Who are they playing next round?
UNC.
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
Number one seed overall.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
In Charlotte,
I
by the
mean,
way.
as much
Oh,
as
geez. She's
I'm
over.
proud of them and everything, I know it's
That
gonna
I
be
did not
ugly.
know.
They're
Yeah.
playing in Charlotte, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Not good. Might be a home game for North Carolina.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, nice run.
Well, if any team that's clicking on all cylinders could give them a run for their money, this is one of them.
All right.
Don't be so sure that this game is over before it starts. Let me see what the spread is.
7.5.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
It might be different now, but it was 7.5.
I thought I might have to look into the newspaper.
But no.
But with the walking...
let's double check.
With the walking sports book over here.
Well, I just want to double check.
With the sports book on two legs, sitting to my right. I'll check. Come on. Come to spread.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I misread it.
Saying 7.5.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
7.5.
Okay. I'm not loving that for the Wazoo Cougars.
I know.
I want about 10.
You want about 10 points?
Yeah, I thought it'd be about 10. 7.5? That's not very much.
I mean, it could be like a tie game with 5 minutes to go, and North Carolina could wind up winning by 11. So that's, as a bettor, that scares the crap out of you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But I say...
Oh, geez.
Call my 900 number. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening in this world?
Well, I think I reported to you earlier this week about J.C. Chazé.
Yes.
And I don't think he's officially come out of the closet, but this guy that he's been dating, Chase Crawford, who used to date, who was it, the country singer? Who used to date Tony Romo.
What, Tiffany moved down to L.A. and she left you her voice or what?
I think so. No, it's just this cold thing. I've done penicillin. Yeah.
It ain't a cold. Either you got AIDS or you got nothing.
I got AIDS then.
Well, I mean, the cold doesn't last 2 months.
I don't know. It keeps going and coming back and going and coming back.
Yeah.
And so I don't
Okay.
know.
Doesn't sound like any cold I've ever heard of.
Well, all right.
Something else is going on with your vocal cords.
Then I need to find I need to go to your doctor instead of mine.
That SARS thing never really took hold. It was supposed to destroy the world.
Yeah.
Maybe Terry's been kind of messing around with it, concocting certain potions
there you go.
in her basement to try to bring it back. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how AIDS started. So in somebody's basement.
That's right.
I mean, you heard that word, right?
Right.
AIDS was developed in someone's basement, Terry.
Correct.
And then unleashed on the world.
And how did he do it?
Well, first he gave it to a gay guy and moved on from there.
Okay, I want to give you a disease that'll kill the planet. Come here, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
Anyway.
J.C. Chazé is what now?
Chazé.
He's what?
Well, he hasn't officially come out of the closet, but he
But he
has
might as
been.
well.
Yeah, he might as well. Pictures of the cute little man that he's been with. This Chase Crawford.
I'm fine. Don't throw that
He's
in
from
me.
The Hills.
Oh, okay.
The show The Hills.
The Hills, man, I'm telling you, that show is really...
Loving it still?
Well, I just didn't think it would ever be as big as it's become.
Oh, all right.
The ratings on The Hills, I don't know if you're aware, Terry, have become some of the biggest
Solid.
ratings that cable television has.
Season opener last week.
Yes. The Hills is in what? Its fifth season? Fourth season?
No, it's like second. Second
Come
or
on,
third.
second.
Well, she was on the Laguna Beach first. She's only like 21.
That's right. It was Laguna Beach turned into The Hills. All right, The Hills, yeah, but I think of it all as one.
Oh.
But anyway, The Hills is big ratings.
All right.
Regardless, but if it started with Laguna Beach or whatever, I consider that all as the same show. But whatever. Anyway, I guess that's my mistake. But J.C. Chazé is hanging out with the dude from the hills?
Yeah. And Carrie Underwood, I guess, dated this guy, but lost him to J.C.
Well, you going to hit your mic all morning long, or what?
Yeah, maybe
You're like a big gong?
I know. So, I don't
Because this was the Gong Show, Tari. It was an awful long time ago.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. J.C. Chazé.
Yeah,
whatever.
so I just was giving you pictures of proof. So
Got it.
Might as well come out of the closet.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yep. People Magazine is reporting that Jamie Lynn Spears and her boyfriend
Tapioca, my friend.
That ain't a tapioca.
are engaged.
Who's that now?
Jamie Lynn Spears and her...
I thought they were breaking up.
Well, now people are saying
that's the way it goes these days. That's how couples actually do's it all the time.
I know.
Should we break up or should we get married? Let's make a decision right now. It sounds absurd, and yet it happens all the time.
Yep.
That's the way the mind of someone in a relationship thinks more than ever these days.
Right.
All right, we got to do one or the other. Break up or get married. Your call. All right, call it in the air. Bang. Oh, geez, landed on its side.
Right.
You ever see the coin land on its side?
No, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, but you ever see the video of the dude who swung the bat and just landed right on its...
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellen had that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right.
So now they're supposedly engaged. She's been showing off the picture. I mean, her ring and everything. So
okay.
She's due to give birth this summer, by the way.
Oh.
Just in case you were interested.
That's how it works, yes.
That's her due date.
You get pregnant, and then you count down 9 months, and there it is.
There you go.
Yes, even for a 16-year-old.
I know.
Still 9 months, huh?
Yep.
You'd think a 16-year-old would have it accelerated maybe or a prolonged, either one, take your pick, but it's still the same 9 months.
Yep.
As the 40-year-old woman trying to get pregnant. Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Yeah.
And they're getting married.
Well.
What a happy couple, I'm sure, and wonderful. I see them 80 years from now, Terry.
Do you?
Celebrating their 80th year anniversary.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah, I did the math. She'll be 96. She'll probably have some great-grandchildren at that point.
Sure,
if not
sure.
A few.
With that bloodline, definitely.
And they will be happily married 80 years from now. Flash forward. Come on, walk with me and take a look 80 years from now, Terry. Take a look.
Let me close my eyes.
T-Man Time Machine.
T-Man Time Machine.
See, here we are, 80 years from now, Terry.
Wow, look at that.
Look at the newspaper. Jamie Lynn celebrating her 80th anniversary.
Oh,
What's
wow,
a newspaper?
beautiful.
Well, if they have them still now, they'll have them then.
All right.
Okay. How else are you going to check the spread real quick?
That's right. I'm going to get my tube and go home now.
All right. Wonder what the world will be like 80 years from now.
Oh, there you go.
We just gave you a little bit of insight. I'm sure you took it and ran with it. Anyway, very exciting for Jamie Lynn.
Yes.
No date set?
No date set.
I don't know. I don't consider it an engagement until there's a wedding date set.
Well.
You can call it what you want. You could say I'm engaged. You could show off your silly little carved out of a peach pit ring.
That's what she's doing.
Bottom line is, until you have set a date, and it actually goes a step further than that, until you've set a date and called the florist.
Wow.
Until you've set a date and at least arranged for appetizers.
You haven't tried the pot stickers yet?
That's right. You haven't gone for a tasting? Oh, he's gone for a tasting.
Whoa, yeah, that's what got her in trouble.
Well, at least set the date, Terry. If you haven't set a date, at least show that you mean it.
Okay.
To some degree.
All right.
At least have a couple of dates in mind.
How about a place, maybe, too?
A place is fine.
All
you
right.
reserve the courthouse, you're engaged.
All right.
Yes, that
Got
works. See, I'm flexible.
Good.
Well, let's go to yoga. Either have a date set or take a place. Well, if you have a place, then it probably means you set a date.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it all comes down to setting a date. So don't bug me with I'm engaged. Oh, cheer me on. No, you're nothing until you set a date.
Well,
We're engaged. We're going to get married in like 25 years.
Jamie Lynn Spears is nothing today that she wasn't last week.
Well, then.
They're trying to make it like their heads are spinning. They don't know what the hell to do.
I
They
agree.
feel like idiots, and they are.
Yes.
And they're trying to put on the, we have this thing figured out face. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to put on the we have this thing all worked out face.
Like that we meant to do this.
Right.
We're in control routine.
We're totally happy and in love, and we're not confused at all. There's no confusion here.
Right.
So that's why they're going the extra mile to prove stuff like, we're engaged now. You're not engaged until you set a date. So shut up and cook the baby. Wow. Not in a pot or anything.
No, I got it. Within,
New recipe or
cook it in the womb.
in the womb.
I mean, there's
Got
an
it.
expression that says the baby cooks while it's...
Right.
Really?
Yeah, impregnating.
Yes,
I mean, it's kind of...
Time for the barbecue sauce.
See if the thermometer pops out of it.
Wow.
Yes. All right.
Got it.
So
Well,
there's
blame People Magazine then, because they're the ones.
They're the ones proclaiming that she's engaged?
Yes.
Well, People Magazine, a bunch of dummies. Did you see the cover of People Magazine this week, by the way? J-Lo on the cover?
Oh, yes.
With her
yes.
baby
With
pictures?
the twins.
Did you see the little baby room? A little couple of bucks spent on that joint?
You think?
And a little baby carriage. And then you got dude, what's his
Mark
freaking face?
Anthony?
Mark Anthony, sitting a little bit effeminate with his baby in his arms with his legs crossed. And
Oh, you thought he was masculine?
well, I don't think anyone ever accused him of being overly masculine, but
No.
it's just a little overly effeminate with the posture. I couldn't help but notice, and thumbing through the pages of People Magazine and looking at J-Lo's first baby pictures that are on newsstands now.
Yeah.
She regularly sleeps with the Latin Skeletor. It's bad.
Was it ever confirmed? Was it ever confirmed as to whether J-Lo was impregnated via in vitro or not?
They both say no in vitro. It was all natural.
It was the natural sex.
Yes. The usual sexual way.
It was intercourse.
Yes.
Due to the love that they have for one another.
Absolutely.
That led towards the conception of 2 children.
Correct.
Because there's many that think that they had an in vitro situation happen, but they have furiously denied that
Pretty
was
much,
the case.
Yes.
Now, if they did have the babies via in vitro, why would they lie? What would be? Are they embarrassed? I mean, let's say that you believe that even though they're denying that they had the babies via in vitro,
Right.
and you feel like they're lying, then
Right.
you have to come up with a motive for why they're lying. Why would they? Are they embarrassed? Is it embarrassing for
I think it's
a couple
difficult.
like them?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe it's a difficult thing not to to be a woman who cannot
See, you had 2 children via in vitro,
Right,
Kay, but you're not ashamed to admit it,
No.
only because you have already proven to such an extent that you are a baby-making machine.
Oh,
Right,
I got nothing
right.
to prove to you guys.
Right. Well, and also too.
Might you have been a little reluctant to go out and throw out to the world how you had the kids through in vitro if you hadn't had kids already? So many established via the normal standard
way.
pregnancy way.
I don't think so. No.
You don't think you would have ever been embarrassed regardless?
No.
So why would a couple?
But just for some people, it's hard to discuss the difficulties of getting pregnant.
They want people to think they have a real passionate relationship. And
Well, it's not even
our babies
that.
were made on a night of fiery Latin passion.
So then that
Not even that.
That adds credibility then to the people that think that they had the babies through in vitro and that they're lying, because it makes you feel like there is a motive. They do have a motive for lying. If you believe that they're lying, well, then you have to think, okay, what's the motive? The motive is that they're embarrassed to let the world know that they didn't have the babies through your standard love-making experiences.
And plus, people in Hollywood, they've been accused of trying to, save their bodies from the wear and tear of
Right.
pregnancy. So it'd seem a little pretentious.
No, but in
if they-
vitro is still, you still gonna have the baby through.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you put it
a
inside you,
labor
don't you?
experience, yeah.
Right. She.
Yeah, so there goes that theory.
It's not going to spare her that. I mean, if she had a
Well,
C-section, maybe that would be.
I
what
think
we're talking about there.
I think whether it's the whole we had sex type thing, but I think especially for women who have difficulty getting pregnant, it's just a difficult thing for them to discuss because they
I'm
feel
barren.
less.
I'm barren. I
They
got
feel
nothing down
less of a woman, and they don't want to discuss. I mean, it's such a personal thing.
By them admitting that they had the babies through in vitro, it's like them saying, we may have a problem with our sex life. If they were-
can,
Yes, I agree with you on that.
If they were to
I don't
say,
think
by them saying we did not have the babies through in vitro, it's kind of the same effect as saying we have a fine sex life. Everything is working properly. Don't even think twice about the fact that we don't have a good functioning working sex life.
We make hot Latin love
We
every
make
night.
hot Latin love.
you can make hot Latin love all you want, but if one of you, if she is having, for whatever reason, her body can't hold the eggs or whatever
There's eggs
properly, and it needs some kind of,
Terry, give a
Overhard, a little of Tabasco on that.
Terry gave birth to an omelet.
Antoinette says people lie about in vitro all the time. And Antoinette, are you there?
Really?
Yes, I'm here.
I mean, some do, yeah. I really do.
You
too.
believe that people hide the fact that they had their babies through in vitro all the time?
Yes, they do hide it. I did in vitro myself.
But you
but I've never, hid the reason why I did it.
But in your little focus groups that you go to every other Tuesday, you find that people have a harder time admitting it than you do.
True, they do, because then they open, they have to be, they have to open up and explain, if it was the male's part or the female's part.
Right.
Then you have
I
to
see.
get personal.
So people lied about it because it leads to a lot of questions that
Yes.
they're not
Correct.
interested in answering.
Correct.
Because it's so personal.
One of us is not capable. You choose.
But if
Right.
someone asked the question point blank, like apparently is being asked of Jennifer Lopez, did you have the question? Did you have the children through in vitro? She has to look them in the eye and blatantly lie to avoid the follow-up questions. And you're saying that you have is your gut telling you think she's lying, or you're not sure, or you think she's telling the truth?
I think she's lying.
You think she's lying?
Yes, I do personally, because I'm thinking about his age. And most of the time when men, when they're older.
Is he older than her?
I'm not sure.
He looks it, but he's not.
I think he's older than she is.
Mm-hmm.
But then, sometimes, their little men don't work as well. So if he had, if his numbers are low, then the odds are against him.
But
Then
actually,
she could have had some problems herself.
I think it was probably her.
She couldn't
because-
conceive as quickly
Yeah,
as
because
they
if Diddy
want.
didn't knock her out, then no one's
Well,
done.
no. I mean, he's got, this is his, what?
He's got a ton of kids.
5.
Yes,
This is
he has.
5 for
He
him.
He
has.
has 5 kids?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got 5.
Oh, okay.
So he's-
Maybe they could have been in a hurry.
So this is 7 for him, or this is 5?
No, this is 5.
Oh, this is 5.
Yeah, 4 and
Yeah,
5.
they could have been in a hurry to want to conceive, and and the natural route may have been taking longer than they anticipated.
But they've been together how long? 3 years?
So their denial is not making waves with anyone who has in their gut the belief that J-Lo is just lying to cover up the fact that she doesn't want to be probed with all the questions of why she can't have kids
Why?
naturally.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, I would lie too then. If I was J-Lo, I wouldn't want to answer all those questions.
Yeah, it's very personal. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's really
No
for a
one's
lot of
business.
women.
It's no one's business, and why do you
Right.
feel like you're required to have to tell them the truth?
Right,
Well,
right.
see, my husband, he's flaccid, actually.
If I'm J-Lo and my husband's flaccid, or I can't
Right.
have babies because of whatever reason that nature doesn't permit me to, I would lie to people when they ask me if I had the kids
Right.
naturally or through in vitro. I'd say, nope, no in vitro here. I paid off everyone. No one's going to rat me out.
And by the way, if you can't get a tall boy next to a naked J-Lo, it's never happening.
Well, if you look at the pictures of Mark Anthony in People magazine,
Yeah.
he may be the only candidate.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, all right, thank you for your thoughts, Antoinette.
All right,
I
thanks.
appreciate the call. There she goes. She's Antoinette. She had babies through the in vitro process herself.
Yes.
And she knows from her support groups, Terry, that people lie all the time. How dare J-Lo lie to people?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, if I was her, I'd do the same thing, Terry.
Right.
But I'm not her, so how dare she lie? Man, fess up.
Well, but then again, of course, there's always the fact that maybe they really didn't do it through in vitro.
We
And
all
she's
know
not
you're lying. No one thinks you had the baby through standard sex. Come on.
Right.
So,
Well, all right. Safe to say that the freakiness that Jennifer Lopez experienced sexually went down with each boyfriend that she moved on from. Is it fair to say that Ben Affleck wasn't bringing her the ruckus as big time as Diddy, and
Not
Mark Anthony not
necessarily.
bringing her the ruckus as big time as you'd be surprised is what you're saying. You can never judge,
Right.
But knowing their personality types, Terry. Ben Affleck and Mark Anthony kind of tame, I would imagine, as compared to all the women that
Oh,
Diddy's run through. Come
yeah,
on. And the
yeah.
more women you run through, the more you're just going to be able to just throw it around more than the average guy, Terry. Because,
Okay.
like anything in life, the more experience you have, the more confidence you get, and the more skills you have, blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
right.
All right?
Okay.
So, with every boyfriend she moved on from, the sex must, I'm assuming, got more and more tame, which no woman wants. Every woman wants to be this close for having her head bashed in during sex, right?
Wow.
I mean, not in a violent fashion, in a love-making, passionate fashion, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Not in the Ted Bundy fashion, right?
Not in the Ted Bundy
Okay.
with a red-hot poker fashion.
Right, with the fake cast on your arm.
With a fireplace poker, I'm not talking about there. I'm just talking about you being just thrown around,
Right.
manhandled.
Got it.
I mean, don't most women want to be manhandled, Tara?
Well, not always.
Oh, geez.
No. There's a time and place.
Really?
Yes.
Where's the time? Where's the place? What time today? Where?
Right now, go!
Oh, yes!
The T-Man Show.
As we've reported, a new 90210 drama will also be heading to the airwaves.
Oh, yeah, can't wait.
And more details are beginning to surface.
Oh, thank
the
you.
show's creator told People.com one of the original cast members may appear on the spin-off. He also
They all want to come back. What are they doing? What are the cast members doing that they don't have time to come back and be on the show?
revealed the plot will center on a family that moved from Kansas to California.
Oh, how different this time around it's going to be. Last time it was a family that moved from Minnesota to California.
Wow.
Now it's Kansas.
What are they
They're
gonna
really
do?
shaking it up.
How will they adapt? This ain't no
It's a
Kansas.
fish out of water story.
Oh, I love
The
it.
father can become a principal at a school in Beverly Hills where he grew up. One of the kids will likely get a job in a movie theater, and, oh yeah, Grandma is in rehab. My oh my.
Okay, very exciting. I don't even follow it. Anyhow, but I'll watch it.
We're in need for another teen drama, right?
Like you don't have enough.
Well, no, there isn't enough, actually. One Tree Hill ain't cutting it, and, well, no, we like it. And it's the lowest rated show every week. If it's even
Right.
still on, I don't know. But they did get a new tree. We did report that past a couple of times. Anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah, since the OC went off, and,
But what?
I mean, we got a lot of reality shows. So
Sure.
At least pseudo-reality shows.
There's a lot of
Isn't-
teen dramas.
isn't
I just
that
can't think of any.
Like The Hills and,
Right.
and all that. But there's always room for a real good teen drama.
Isn't there like 4 of them out there? 5 of them I can think of?
There's still room
Okay, good.
for a
Just
good
checking.
teen, a drama.
All right, love teen dramas.
Especially in my world.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what else is on your pile of stuff this morning, Terrence?
Well, apparently the hottest college girls in the country are in Arizona at Arizona State University.
Well, that's no surprise.
They did a little study. It was from popcrunch.com. They came out with the 10 top hottest college girls, and they...
You gotta be careful. You have to get surgery on your vocal cords like people...
Well, you know what? I'm
lymph nodes on them.
actually...
You're just gonna have a permanent... It's not cold anymore.
I
It's permanent
understand
strain on your
that.
vocal cords.
Well-
You better just rest
Okay, well then I
during
won't
the
be here
off
tomorrow.
hours. Well, during the off hours.
I
it's,
do.
Always screaming your lungs
Oh,
out
yeah.
during the off hours.
Running the roost at home, baby.
Running the roost.
get that room clean. Tons of that.
And you're gonna have to get a procedure, and that won't be fun. So, do it. You know, it's been a month now. Anyway, hottest girls.
I'm trying. I really am. I'm not the only
asking
one
you-
that's
it's not
going
about
through it.
trying or not trying. It's about just, you know.
Trying to
what you
take
gotta
care
do.
of myself, and
Okay.
I'm doing that. And
Okay.
I've
All
done a 1 round of antibiotics. I've got somebody on Tari Cam who's on their 3rd round of antibiotics. Same thing. So
whatever.
I'm not. I mean, you don't
Hottest
believe me,
girls in the
whatever.
country are at Arizona State. Of
Yes.
course, that makes sense because I actually think that factors in when you decide to go to Arizona State. I think when you get accepted to Arizona State as a female, you consciously think, am I hot enough to go? The weather is going to be an average temperature of like 75 degrees during the school months. During the school months. In the summer, it's like obviously 110, 120.
Right. In the shade, and there's no shade.
Right. During the school months, your average temperature, I bet, is 75, 80 degrees at Arizona State.
It's 80 right now, I know.
So it factors in when you're making the determination as to whether I'm going to actually go to this school that I've been accepted to if I'm hot enough. And because some women answer that question with no, I'll go to the University of Vermont instead.
You can wear a big sweatshirt all year
I'll wear a
long.
big old parka. I think that lends more credence to the thought that the girls on campus at the Arizona State are going to be pretty friggin' hot because only the hot ones have the guts to go.
No question.
Because you know you're going to be wearing next to nothing pretty much every day on campus. And how cool is that?
Great school to go to.
Now, a lot of colleges right now are on spring break.
I think so. Maybe earlier than this. Yeah, no, I think there's probably...
Everyone's
I
still
think they're all
going.
staggered.
Everyone's still going to Mexico or what?
I'm sure they are. When you
I
can
know
drink...
Myrtle Beach, believe it or not, in Virginia's gotten some play. People are talking why people would want to go to Virginia. I don't know if the weather is going to cut it every year, but
Probably warm enough. It's not close to Florida a little bit, no?
well, Virginia, close to Florida. I mean, as compared to Canada, yeah, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But I think you're a lot safer going to Mexico.
Right. When you can drink at 19, always good. Always going to be a big hit.
What's the spot in Texas that people are talking about that everyone's going to? It's Padre Island.
Yeah, something. South Padre Island.
Yeah. These are your hot spots, Terry.
It used to be Havasu, but then, they have to keep moving around because the cops get wind of it and ruin everything, like Daytona in the 80s.
Gotta keep moving it around.
Palm Springs in the 90s.
Hey, the Pooh, I saw him nod when I said Myrtle Beach, right? You know about the Myrtle Beach
very
thing, right?
familiar with it,
Yeah,
of course.
you and a couple of buddies thought about going to Myrtle Beach this month, didn't you?
I did. I did, sadly.
geez.
I did.
Sadly.
Well,
23-year-old man. 24? How old are you now?
24.
24-year-old
I was
man?
going to chaperone.
Yeah, but he can pull it off, so I keep telling him he can still be 20.
Oh, no, he could be...
easily.
He could pull off 15.
Right, he can pull off college easy. So
If he shaved the mustache.
Oh, it'd be gone in a
Shave the
second.
goatee.
Bye. It'd be gone.
Shave the goatee, he's 15 again. Shave the goatee right now. Get him an electric shaver.
Right now.
What do we got? Get him a Bic.
Really?
Shave the goatee, he's back at 15, Terry. And even the goatee ain't really hiding.
Right.
Yeah, he looks young still.
Yeah, you could definitely pull off spring break with ease.
Easily. I keep telling him he's missing his window.
Why?
Dumbass.
Yeah, why are you not going to? You've heard of the Myrtle Beach?
I have, yes.
What was this? You going to chaperone what?
I was gonna chaperone a younger sibling's trip out there.
Your brother.
Yeah, he's going out there for spring break.
Mini Vinnie wanted to. He's there.
No, he wanted to go. He's in high school. He wanted
What's
to
with
go.
all these wanted to goes? Well, at least he's thinking
He's going to Mexico.
He's got big dreams though. He's in high school. He's thinking about joining the college crowds at Myrtle Beach.
He chose to go to Mexico.
There you go.
Oh, so he did go away.
No, he's going to. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready.
But that's senior trip. That's like June.
Oh, he's a senior?
Yes.
That's different than spring break.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought he was like a sophomore in high school.
He had a chance for one trip this year. Is either go out there to Myrtle Beach or to do this Mexico thing. So.
Mm-hmm. When's the Mexico thing?
I think it is in June.
Does he need a chaperone for that? Unavailable. Where's he going? Mazatlan?
I want to say Cancun.
Cancun.
There you go.
All the spots in Mexico can work. Puerto Vallarta. Shouldn't be sold short to any spot in Mexico.
As long as they don't have a drinking age, there will be college kids going every year.
So right now, Myrtle Beach is cracking. I bet you it's probably about 70 degrees in Myrtle Beach right now, but still, it's like a hit-or-miss proposition when even though it's not one of the most northernmost states, still going to be a chance, a risk. You don't want to risk a 50-degree week on spring break.
Taking Mazatlan and not looking back.
You take Mazatlan, you don't look back. I mean, Arizona State people, the girls there aren't going to... Well, maybe they are. Maybe they're so sick of warm weather. Those are the ones that go to Myrtle Beach.
They go to Antarctica. Spring break. It kicks ass.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to do it big, the North Pole.
Yeah, frozen T-shirt contest.
Wow. Hot.
All right.
Didn't we have an intern that went to Arizona State University?
We had an intern that went to Arizona, but thanks for keeping tabs.
I'm
yes.
just curious. I can't. I'm not sure where they're located, so.
All right. You're not sure why?
I'm not sure. University of Arizona, Arizona State. I'm not sure what part of Arizona they're in.
Well,
so that's all.
University of Arizona's in Tucson, and Arizona State is in the Scottsdale area, Terry, where all the girls in the clubs.
I guess
you
so.
can't go wrong. I went to Arizona State a bunch of years ago, spent a weekend going to an Arizona State football game, and was not disappointed in the talent on campus.
Nope.
Man, the Scottsdale bars, wow, what a scene. What a freaking scene.
And it's a state school, so you don't have to be a genius to get in. Also good.
All right. So, that's the number one school.
Yes, that's the number one school. Number two is USC.
USC. Can't go wrong there either.
Yep.
Not only are the girls hot, but their dads have money. Oh, it's a beautiful prospect.
All you got to do is look at the cheerleaders during a football or basketball game. It's like 10 Playboy models standing there cheering for their team. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Like that.
And I'm telling you, the girls on campus at USC have some cash because daddy has some bucks.
Private schools are always expensive.
Nice combo. Always a good daily double because those Arizona State girls may or may not have money. But the USC girls, you can pretty much bank on it. Oh, I said bank. That's right. Alicia.
Hello.
You went to ASU?
I did not. My little sister did.
Well, now that you graduated, now that she did, finally they got their kudos of being the hottest girls on campus. Now that your sister's done dragging down the average.
No, she graduated just in December. She was the captain of the gymnastics team.
Yeah, exactly. And isn't it ironic that in March, here we are, finally, they've been recognized as the hottest girls of any school in the country.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. You went to visit her a lot of times?
I've been there several times, yes.
And are you one that often gets turned on by looking at very hot ladies, or no?
Sure, why not?
All right, take it easy.
I'm married. I'm 10 years older than her, but I can still go and have fun.
And in having fun, what does that entail, seeing that you're attracted to women of the same sex? Or not women always of the same sex?
Well, I never went to college, so I've been able to go and have fun and experience college life.
Did your husband give his consent? And did he buy into the theory of, well, my wife never went to college, so seeing that she's going for the weekend to visit her sister at college, she can tear it up like she was a student at the school that she's visiting, and anything she does can't be seen as a violation of our marriage because she's just living the years and the times that she never got to experience. Did that fly with him? Did you throw that by him? Did he give his okay? Did he give his approval on that little bogus theory, or what?
He did consent. He trusts me.
But you're talking about a whole scenario of distrust. You're talking, if you're saying, well, I never went to college, so when I went to visit my sister, I was able to just go crazy as if I was making up for all that time I missed out on. That gives the visual of a girl who's doing all the things compacted in a one weekend or a few weekends that she actually went to try to fit in 4 years of mischief.
Well, I can still have fun and not violate my marriage.
Maybe you can, because you are a bore. Okay?
Wow.
But if you're... See, she totally misled us. She made it seem like she went crazy. She violated her decency 16 different ways over the course of a weekend. But, oh, no, he still trusts me because you're boring.
Well, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about.
What did you do that was so exciting that would allow you still to keep your trust intact? Tell me what you did that allowed you to feel like you made up for all the time that you didn't get to experience in college, and yet you kept the trust in your marriage. Tell me what it is, and I guarantee you I'll tell you that it must be boring if it doesn't involve you violating the trust of your marriage. What did you do?
What did we do?
Yes.
Thank you. She took me to all the bars. We partied. We went to some of her guy friends' house, some of her girlfriend's house.
Hey, I get the fat sister.
Stop.
Sounds pretty boring to me. What? Because you went out, you went out, you drank a little bit. That makes you feel like you experienced college life for all the years you missed.
No, we drank a lot.
Wake up looking for your little panties, not knowing who the hell was in and around you over the past 24 hours. Wake up from a drunken coma, not realizing for sure why you're all sore in the VJ, and then maybe you'll understand a little bit about college.
Wow.
But you're not capable of that because you're married, so be proud of that, and don't convince yourself, don't talk yourself into the fact that, oh, I experienced college even though I didn't go because I went to visit my sister for a weekend. You didn't experience crap. You didn't go to college, so don't talk yourself into the fact that you didn't miss anything. You missed a ton, but it's okay. Accept it.
I accept it.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. I don't plan to be rude to everyone this morning. Only people that try to bullcrap me, Terry.
All right.
All right?
Gotcha.
Don't come on this show and talk bullcrap to me.
All right.
Well, I didn't go to college, but I know exactly what I missed because I experienced it all when I went to visit my sister. Oh, I got all the college life packed into one weekend. Whatever. You went out and drank. Big whoop. People could talk themselves into all the things that bother them, talk them right out of just dealing with all the things that are actually bothering them. I don't let them get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
She came home with a degree in veterinary science, too, that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice.
As likely a possibility as you coming home with a college degree after a weekend is about as likely as you understanding what the college life is like that you missed out on. You missed out on it. Deal with it. Accept it. Admit it. Move on from it. You can't move on from it until you admit it. But you can't do that. Oh, no, I experienced the T-Man. I was there. Shut up. Anyway, Terry, who got number 3? You said USC was number 2, and Arizona State was number 1 as far as the hottest girls on any college campus in the country.
Number 3 was Florida State University.
Florida State, the Seminoles.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. Number 4, University of Florida.
Florida schools.
Yeah. Number 5 was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Never would have thought. Little Southern Bells.
Number 6, South Carolina.
I only asked for number 3.
Oh, just
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, South Carolina. That's where Myrtle Beach is.
Oh,
never mind.
okay.
Where did we say it was?
I think we said it was Virginia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never.
Now that you said South Carolina, just rang a bell in my head.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a better weather prospect than Virginia. Now that I think about it.
All right.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes. Is that the spot?
I know Myrtle Beach. It's back there somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Very exciting.
Now we know why.
Now we know why what?
Why it's the hot place, because it's South Carolina.
Huh? Okay. I guess we know why.
Better than Virginia.
The T-Man Show.
Lindsay Lohan wasn't laying low last night. We spotted her leaving the happening spot in Hollywood, Club Villa. I gotta say, LL looks quite sophisticated with her hair pulled up, wearing a little black dress.
Oh, see, I had to pause for a second when you said LL wearing the little black dress. You know what I take from that story? Do you know what I take from that story? Who knows what I take from that story more than anything? No answers?
Well, that we should all own a little black dress?
Well, thankfully we all do.
Okay.
So I don't take that from the story.
All right.
I take from that story how the real LL has lost his status if he's not really the number 1 LL anymore.
Oh, yeah, she can't call herself
Because
that.
when she said LL in her little black dress, I'm thinking, wow. Is that what he has to do to get attention these days? That's what I take from that story, that LL Cool J, no longer your primary LL.
Not so cool.
You're going to have other people referred to as LL?
Awful.
Wow.
So bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's official. LL is a thing of the past.
It's a final. We covered.
All right. It's in the books. It's a final. We covered. That's all right then. As long as we covered.
Right. That's all I care about.
Did LL have he must have since like 98. Well, the last big album was like 98 or something, but he must have had an album or two that flopped since then, right? I know he had an album like 3 years ago that flopped. Has he had anything else? There's been more than one album that's flopped since like doing it well?
He's had, I think, like 1 or 2 more since then that's both flopped.
He tried one a few years ago, right? Like 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. And it just
flopped.
That was it. He was starting to get really mad at his label because they weren't really pushing him as hard as anymore.
Well, that's when you know you've really had it unravel. When you start yelling and getting mad at your label because you've kind of lost it. But he had a 20-year run, basically.
He kind of started the label.
Come on.
You're going to have to wrap your CDs in cellophane yourself. We're going to pass this time.
He at least had 10 to 15 solid years, as good as it gets.
Absolutely.
I mean, even I, someone who from back in middle school, Terry, had a big fondness towards LL, don't like hearing Lindsay Lohan referred to as the LL right now, okay?
Yeah,
but I can move on from it, and so should LL. As he looks back at his body of work, he should be very content with all that he put out there instead of yelling at his record label, "You're not pushing me, that's why I'm not selling anymore.
Exactly.
I'm not selling anymore because you guys aren't promoting me."
Yeah, it's your fault.
I know you're not selling anymore because you're not relevant anymore, LL.
You're like 45.
You're not even LL anymore. Might as well call you Lindsay if I'm going to call you LL.
Wow.
Should I call you Lilo?
That would sting if they call him by his real name.
Well,
Listen, Larry.
If they started calling him Lilo. Because if you listen, did you hear that part of the story?
I did.
Listen carefully. The reporter refers to Lindsay as LL.
Lindsay Lohan wasn't laying low last night. We spotted her leaving the happening spot in Hollywood, Club Villa. I gotta say, LL looks quite sophisticated with her hair pulled up, wearing a little black dress.
Shame. What a shame. Oh, how many albums has been out since Phenomenon? Pasty, look that up for me. Since 97 or 98 when he came out with Phenomenon, or I think that was the name of it, I don't know. But he had the big album in 98. How many albums has he put out since then?
tracks.
Pasty, you're on that, right?
I am on
that. Oh, okay. Sometimes I don't know if you're hearing me or not.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're an expressionless man.
Wikipedia?
Everyone has to say it like
Glad
that.
you know your source.
Wikipedia.
Born in 68.
Do you realize that Wikipedia right now is the biggest competition to Google, Terry? I mean, that is... And the only reason it's really not even that close to Google, and yet it's its biggest competition, is that most people still don't know how to spell it. But everyone loves a nice slice of Wikipedia, don't they?
Wikipedia is not the toughest word in the world. Wicca?
I'm not saying it's the toughest word in the world, but it sounds more imposing than really if you actually sounded it out. People are like, Wikipedia, I ain't spelling that.
Yeah, Google does seem easy.
Google Wikipedia.
You Google Wikipedia?
I do.
I go to dictionary.com to figure out how to spell Google, so I go to Google and figure out how to spell Wikipedia.com.
That's exactly what I do.
Then when I need another word for Google, I go to the thesaurus.com. What is that, Pasty?
Looks like in 2000 he had GOAT, G-O-A-T. Never heard of it. 2002 he had 10. Wasn't that like a best of or a...
I think so, yeah.
And then 2004, The Definition.
All right.
And 2006, Todd Smith. And then it says 2008.
Oh, he's got another album coming out.
Exit 13.
Oh, he's about 40, right?
Older than that.
He is...
Well, he started when he was like 16, though.
40.
I mean, when he blew up.
He's exactly 40?
Yep.
He was young.
68.
Yeah, he was
born in 68?
Yep.
So, yeah, he's been...
All right. So it's been more than 2 albums since Phenomenon.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Once you start, you can't stop.
I know.
We could stop right here, you know.
Phenomenon.
Pasty started. They're not even saying phenomenon, you know. They're saying phenomena or something.
Right. No, you're right.
Phenomenon. Miraculous. Okay, we get the point, yeah. So, there's the new LL is here to stay.
Yep.
And the old one is still yelling at his record label. Okay.
Well,
Michael Jackson tried that routine too, yelling at Sony. Remember that? That's why he wasn't selling records too. So you're right. Whenever that's like the last card.
Yeah. Once they start yelling at their record label for them truly believing that the reason the albums aren't selling is because they're not being promoted enough, it's over.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did make all records and no CDs. That does suck.
Exit stage left with a little grace.
We're making them all in 8 tracks this time, so enjoy. Put them in your trunk and go sell them.
Oh. Wow.
What else is going on a hump day? A little hump day action, Terry.
There's actually a man in Oregon who is 5 months pregnant.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I think I actually heard something about this. A man who had a sex change is still with his
female
feminine organs. This doesn't seem like it should be happening, Terry.
Yeah, he opted to keep his female reproductive organs when he got his
I'm
sex
not
change.
by any means any kind of traditionalist or devout Bible kind of person, if you will, Terry, and yet I can't feel comfortable with a guy carrying a child because of this situation. And let me see if I understand the science of it. He had a gender relocation, or what do you call it? A gender reassignment?
Yes. Gender reassignment.
Gender reassignment. I knew it had a catchy little name like that. Yes.
Surgery.
Gender reassignment is the politically correct way of labeling it these days.
He went from a woman to a man?
He went from a woman to a man.
Yes.
That's exactly what I said. Gender reassignment.
It's called an addictomy.
He went from a woman to a man.
Yes.
And even though he has a speckle, Terry, not easy to squeeze a baby out of the pee hole.
Well, no, it's not gonna be.
Time for a butt baby.
He's not gonna.
But there is a thing called C-section.
If he has a schlong, Terry, no, he shouldn't be able to get a C-section. This man decided to become a woman, right?
Right.
This man, I like the cracking voice. This man, sounds like you're doing it. Gender reassignment right before we're
it's the transformation right now.
This man decided to become a... Wait. What is it again? A woman decided to become a man?
Yes.
Yeah, this woman decided to become a man.
Right. She kept all her female reproductive organs.
So does she have a schlong or not? Does the dude have a schlong? In the reassignment, does he have... Because he's a he now, right?
Right.
We refer to him as he.
Yes.
He's pregnant.
His name is Thomas.
Thomas. Does Thomas have a speckle, yes or no, Terry?
I would say yes.
Well, don't say yes if
It
you're
does not
sure.
tell me in the story just exactly what he has. It just tells me that this man who still has his female reproductive organs.
Yes, well...
But everything else was...
If you say he has his female
assigned.
reproductive organs, does that mean that he still has a VJ or what? Well, all we know is that a man is pregnant, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And that's very exciting because now, finally, I bet you, Terry, this man who's pregnant won't bitch and complain like a woman does during the whole pregnancy situation, Terry. Finally, we get to see what a man will act like when pregnant. He's not going to whine and talk about how his back's hurting and complain. He's going to suck it up and take it like a man.
Be the man that he is.
He's going to have the baby and say, this doesn't hurt. What are all these women talking about? I don't feel a thing.
Finally, someone can expose women for fraud.
Finally, someone with a threshold of pain. Finally,
Really?
a human being with a little threshold for pain is going to have a child. Good. It'll be interesting to follow the course of this pregnancy.
It would be something to know that women were lying this whole time.
He's due on July 3rd.
All right. 2 days from my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's going well. He was pregnant last year with triplets, but they lost the children.
Why does he keep getting pregnant?
Why does the dude keep getting pregnant? I thought
Because
he
him
wanted,
and his wife want to have kids.
I thought he wanted to be a guy. I don't get it.
I don't get it at all.
But the wife,
Yes.
Nancy, cannot get pregnant. So
he's carrying the child.
he's carrying the child.
So he probably does have a schlong then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Imagine a dude with a pregnant belly and a schlong.
exactly.
Kind of look like me a little bit. I see it every day. What do you mean imagine it?
A little less fortunate. Your wife has to see it every day.
Yeah, well, I try to keep it from her, actually. I spare her.
Finally!
Ooh, I think I can get you pictures.
A man carrying a child. We get to finally find out that women's complaining and whining and being waited on hand and foot was just overdone.
It's like the Da Vinci Code. Catholics were lying the whole time.
Oh,
There is no God.
Huh?
I don't know.
Wow.
Apparently, he does have facial hair.
All right, cool.
Sexy.
I love facial hair in a pregnant belly. Nothing is hotter than that.
Awesome.
So, again, it was a woman for how many years? Was he a woman? Does
20,
it say?
let's
20
see.
some odd years.
20 some odd years.
All right,
yes.
20 some odd years he was a woman. He is now a man.
Yes.
He is how old? Does it say in the story?
No, it does not say.
Oh, come on. Give me that damn story.
Come on, Roger, push. I'm trying. It really hurts. Come on, Roger, you can do it. Push.
More epidural, please.
Oh, man.
Wow. Thomas Beatty.
Oh, Thomas, yes.
Thomas Beatty
Yes.
is 5 months pregnant.
Beatty.
Thomas used to be a woman.
He did.
8 years ago, he had sexual reassignment surgery. See, it does say that here. Mm-hmm.
I'm assigning
And
you to go right here.
And I
Yes.
told you that you were...
Thomas had his breasts removed and began taking testosterone injections. He has facial hair, etc., etc.
Oh, so he's got that weird China voice. I'm a woman. Do I look feminine?
Thomas has been impregnated via the in vitro insemination process.
Oh, man.
They let a dude with a beard
Well, it wasn't...
get his eggs all fertilized.
It took him a while, definitely, because there was a couple clinics that said no.
Wow. Yes. They were rejected by 8 fertility clinics and doctors before anyone would help them with their interest of having a child, as far as making their home a home with a full family, with not just a husband and wife, if you will, but with children.
Right.
And Thomas is carrying this child and is due to go into labor at or around July 3rd, where he'll squeeze the baby out the pee hole.
Picture Thomas opening up baby gifts at the shower.
Oh,
I
geez.
love it. Thanks.
All right, I want all guys to visualize and think about this. Imagine an 8-pound baby
Don't do it.
coming out
Don't do it.
of the little hole that you pee through.
Not good.
See, it's so far-fetched that no one's even in pain. Usually you can give some guys some visuals that'll actually make you double over in pain and feel it in the groinery, Terry. But this one is so far-fetched that I'm not even feeling the pain on this one.
Come on.
Okay, now I am. Yes.
Interesting.
It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
How about you leave nature alone?
Thomas and Nancy are not leaving nature alone. In fact,
Nope.
Thomas, with the full-length beard, is going to give birth to this baby.
July 3rd, like I said.
It's going to be an Independence Day baby, ironically enough.
Jeez.
Yes. What are your thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen?
Wow. People. Man.
What little snappy one-liners do you have to add to the conversation? 1-866-663 T-Man. It's a true story, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually thought I might have heard it before you read it this morning, Terry. Making a lot of human interest news.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely interesting.
But you're right. The story does not point out whether he still has his speckle or not, Terry.
Right. Talks about getting the breast removed and all that
He can't,
stuff.
or it wouldn't be true reassignment surgery. He wouldn't have been truly reassigned.
Okay.
You can't get reassigned to the female gender if you still have a dilly hanging between your legs.
All right.
I don't know. I still don't get what he did, who he is, what happened. He was a woman, now he's a man. They put a weenus on him? Thomas?
It was a... Oh, wait. What am I thinking? I'm backwards then.
Yeah, he was born a woman.
Yes.
But then they added a to him.
Yes.
Oh, so
and now he's a man.
Yeah, so he has one, huh?
Right.
Oh, man, I'm confused.
Got his breast removed, and
Right,
we're assuming that he does have a
so
speckle.
they put a little faux weenus on him.
Yes.
They went to the sex store and got one of Ron Jeremy's replicas and sewed it on him.
Oh, it's a faux anus?
It must be.
Well, yeah.
So you just kind of pry it off after all the years of super glue and then just have the baby out the what was really, truly lying underneath all along?
Yeah, it's actually Velcro. So it's like pretty easy, it's like little people's shoes.
Snap on, snap off.
Right.
Wow. Oh, gosh.
Hey.
Really?
1-866-663-T-Man is a toll-free number, and David in San Jose is first to join in this conversation. Yes, David.
Yeah, I think that's pretty messed up, man. The poor kid. Your mom is a man.
You're worried about the teasing at school and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, everyone's parents are worthy of being teased these days, so that's not going to be any different than any other kid in school.
But now that he's a man, he has a wife, so it's not going to look weird. It's going to be a man and a wife.
Different.
He's married.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he looks like the typical male.
I would agree with you.
All right, there's probably... I mean, we had a member of our dysfunctional family who went through a... the opposite surgery.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
He had his weenus cut off.
Right, and he still had some pretty big biceps.
Are
she
you
did.
sure?
Yeah.
All right.
How do I look? Feminine. Yes, very.
Courtney, you're on the air. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, happy Wednesday.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's very big moment. Yeah.
So I'm 8 months pregnant, and it's funny. I was just thinking this morning, my child might think that you're her father as frequently as she hears your voice in the morning. But
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Put the radio right to your belly, baby.
I'm wondering what happens if this guy goes into premature labor, guy, girl, shim, because there's only one way out at that point.
I am waiting for the first butt baby, Terry.
Oh, I've been trying.
Yes, and there will be, over the next 20 years, a butt baby. Now, whether it's July 3rd or not, Terry, something's going to happen, some complication. Oh, we can't get to a C-section in time, and the weenus, we can't get the Velcro to come off. So we're going to have a first butt baby here.
Well, that means you just have to... Well, no. Come on.
It's possible. They'll find a way.
It's called a vagina, maybe, or vagina. I don't know what you would call it, but I envision a big sausage.
Oh, geez, easy now.
Whoa.
When is your baby due?
In the real words, a vaginas.
My baby is due May 9th.
And who knocked you up? Who's the lucky guy out there who's responsible for this situation?
An amazing, incredible, beautiful, wonderful friend in my world. So I'm very fortunate.
She made sure to tack on all those superlatives in front of the word friends,
right?
So we wouldn't think that we would get distracted in thinking that this was just a casual situation that got her pregnant. Oh no, he's amazing and wonderful.
Yes,
this must have been planned to some regard. That he's so amazing, so wonderful, so spectacular.
Hey, do you want a ring? No. How about a baby? Sure.
Ow! So safe to say that you are not a married woman.
I am not.
And how long do you expect this super guy to be a part of this baby's life all the way through? Do you expect that he will propose at some point, or you're not interested in that?
That's not my concern. My concern is about providing a positive parenting relationship.
Yes, I mean, but you did go out of your way to point out how amazing and wonderful and spectacular this guy is.
That's not out of my way. That's just describing the person that he is.
Well, you kind of made a point of highlighting that. So I would think, since it's such an obvious thing to you, that that's the kind of guy you would want to propose to you if you're interested at some point in getting married in your life. Right or wrong?
I've been married, and I don't think that it's a necessary. I don't think that it's necessary.
Oh, I see. So
that's a whole other issue.
You've been married, and you lost a strong belief in the union of marriage because it was such a terrible situation for you that you've lost all kind of interest in future potential soulmate leading to marriage situations.
You're such a little mind reader.
Well, I'm just trying to figure you out. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's not it. But I think that if people are happy, then they should, stay in relationships. And if they're not, then why spend your entire life, with someone that you're not happy with?
So if this wonderful guy handed you a 2-carat ring tonight, you would say no, because I'm so happy right now I don't want to ruin anything.
Well, it's not about the 2-carat ring. I don't know.
All right, I shouldn't have gone out of my way to point out a 2-carat ring. I don't want to make her seem like she's some gold digger here. Okay, he handed you an engagement ring. The guy who's so wonderful tonight gets on one knee, hands you an engagement ring. Do you say no? Because you're making it clear like you're not interested in marriage and you're not at all concerned about whether you are or aren't. Why do I get the feeling he gets on one knee tonight, you start bawling like a baby, crying the biggest tears of joy you've ever cried, and you say yes before the little box is even fully opened? And I'm not talking about the wedding ring box.
That's a total hypothetical question that I'm not even.
So far-fetched, you can't even imagine it.
Oh, somebody proposing to me? What are you talking about?
Jeez.
I haven't nearly gone out of my way as the woman who turned into a man who had eggs implanted, who's now going to have a baby somehow. So,
but you did go out of your way to point out how unnecessary it is for you to get married, and yet you're dodging the question as to if he proposed to you tonight, would you say yes? You don't want to answer yes because that would ruin the whole situation you just set up for yourself on the air.
Oh yes, and my whole image is what my concern is with the whole.
You just admit you would say yes in the snap of a finger.
I don't know that would be the case.
That's not true?
That's not true.
I think she's just pointing out she's happy with what she's doing and who she is.
No, I'm not so sure. I think what it comes down to, you know what I think it comes down to with this woman?
What?
She doesn't know what she wants. Fraud. She doesn't know who she is anymore, Terry, but she's going to be a quality mom, I have no doubt.
Of course.
Is this your first child?
This is my first child.
Congratulations on that, Courtney.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best, and keep us posted, all right?
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Take care, love. All right. Whatever.
Easy to expose him.
Takes out a little jewelry box. I do! Yes, I'll marry you! Oh, it's just a little pendant here.
Oh, man. What did I do here?
Stop.
Little butterfly pendant for my grandma, but okay, whatever.
That's right. Just wanted to show you a token of my appreciation for 8 months of carrying this child so wonderfully.
Right.
Did you want to get married or something?
No.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm happy. Things have never been better.
You're wonderful. You're supportive. I don't need that.
Jagger. Is it Jagger?
Yeah, Jagger.
Jagger. You're on the air, Jagger.
Hey, my question is, I got a couple questions, but the first one is, I wonder if this guy's going to shave before he has his baby.
Oh, geez. You mean shave his face? Or shave the beef?
Well,
oh, geez.
Whatever. Yeah,
a little of both?
You're going to take the trimmers to it.
A little duplex situation? All right. Well, we can't confirm or deny that possibility at this time.
You know, because that could be traumatizing to the baby.
To come out and the first thing you feel is just a whole minefield of stubble.
That is correct.
Yes.
A lot of hair.
Well, I mean, that doesn't, has nothing to do with gender. Women have hair, men have hair down there.
That is true.
If you're born in the 70s or 80s, you felt it, my friend.
All right. Now, if you're saying, is mom gonna shave her face because mom's like to nuzzle with their babies first thing after the labor is completed. And in nuzzling with mom there in the hospital, you wouldn't want a face full of stubble on a brand new baby's face, right? So maybe that's where you're kind of headed down as far as what you're thinking. No? Yes? I don't know. Anyway, anything else, Jager?
I was wondering. I'm wondering if guys' pecs are going to lactate. You know.
Does
we
he have?
know somebody who did that.
He had his breast. She had her breast removed.
Right.
Correct.
She probably has more of a masculine chest as opposed to the average woman these days.
But if she still has all of her, inside female reproductive type stuff, I bet she probably could. Or he probably could.
Is somebody going to walk into Chuck E. Cheese and find this guy?
Oh,
no, I'm sure.
I can't even get my mind around this.
I know.
I don't know whose eggs it is. I don't
can't
know.
know.
Swimmers.
I don't know what body part belongs to who anymore.
Can't make sense of it.
Julie, you're on the air.
Hey, T, what's up?
What's up, baby?
Hey, my issue here is not the man that's pregnant. Like you, I can't really wrap my head around it, but...
Oh, yes, if you're just waking up this morning, a man is officially pregnant. They just came out with the news. Maybe they didn't want to break the news to the media earlier because they have already experienced one miscarriage.
Yeah.
But due on July 3rd, a baby will be born out of the womb of a man.
A baby girl.
It's a girl?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Wow, who's your daddy? I'm not sure. Anyhow, Julie, what do you want to say?
So my concern is this, like Scott said, you're going against nature, but my issue is that there are so many children out there in need of good parents, and if these people really wanted to be, a family complete with children, why are they just not adopting?
Well, they wanted to have their own biological children.
But why? Why is that so important?
It's important to a lot of couples because it's a truer extension of you.
Yeah, my genes kick ass. I must have kids.
Maybe
but he doesn't even know who he is. How can he know who he is?
All right, well, that's your problem then. Your problem is he doesn't deserve to have a child of his own if he hasn't figured himself out yet.
No, I think he deserves
That's what you're saying. Yes,
I just think that all those children that are out there living in foster homes deserve to have a family.
Yes, they do, and in a perfect world that would happen. However, these two wanted to have biological children, and they figured out a way where there's a will. There's an inheritance. Okay.
Well, then I think he should have to squeeze it out his pee hole too.
Wow.
Glad everyone's on board now with that.
I don't know. I mean, he shouldn't be punished for deciding to have a kid. I mean,
this woman wants him punished.
Right.
Yes,
sounds like it.
She's not happy about the situation.
No.
You could hear it in her voice. She's more of the old school, traditional kind of woman. You can hear that in her voice, even no matter what subject matter she might be talking about. And she didn't want to come out and say it as blatantly as she truly feels it. But you don't want these two having a kid.
I think women don't want men impeding on their territory. We're the only ones that can do that. Don't you move over.
But really,
See,
because
ladies, we
she's
don't
a
need you
woman
anymore.
prior to being
That's
a
right.
man,
Listen, pregnant
she
myself.
feels she's
Hey,
okay.
She's a man now, Terry.
I know, but understand her mindset is, I was a woman once, so I have the right.
Scientists will then go on to study this man carrying this child and find out a way for men to carry their own babies.
Well, just bend that beast down to the anus and impregnate yourself. I don't know if that's how it would work. But, oh, man, here's a picture. Goddamn.
Kenny!
Here's a picture.
Let me see the picture.
You don't want to.
I don't want to see the picture?
Weird, dude.
I'm not going to look at it if you tell me I don't want to. All right, I got to look.
Look at it.
Hold on.
It's not
All right, I'll look in a second. Kenny!
You know what is interesting? He, of all people, gets freaked out.
Look how he's backed away from the mic.
It's just bad.
He's got a pale. All of a sudden, he turned like ghost white.
That's worse than I thought it would look.
I mean, really?
Kenny, you're on the air.
Sick post.
Yeah, D-Man, I
haven't. Just for the record, I haven't looked yet. Yes, have you looked, Vinnie?
If that guy walks into Yen Louie and I'm taking the picture,
I
like
seen
an
it.
alien landed.
I seen it coming in. It's
Kenny, yes. What do you want to say, Kenny?
Is the woman a real woman, or is she? What? I'm confused.
You mean the
wife?
The person who's not carrying the child, the woman in the equation is
Is a
and always
woman.
has been
Yes,
a woman,
yes.
who fell in love with this man who used to be a woman who is carrying the child. Why isn't
She can't have kids.
she can't have kids?
Right.
Wow.
She had her uterus removed because of some.
So who's the father?
The father is him who's carrying the child.
So he doesn't produce male stuff.
Right. Well,
He
they could have done, you know.
Right. So it's not technically both of their kids, right?
Right.
It's like a donor.
Probably so. I would assume.
Because you don't produce both. You can't knock yourself up.
Well, maybe in vitro you can.
But he doesn't produce the
The swimmer.
He has eggs.
He's not producing swimmers.
All right. Then they went to a sperm bank. Whatever.
Oh, I just want to make sure.
I don't know.
It's tough for me to figure out here.
I got. Oh, geez.
Stork in a bottle, baby. They'll get you pregnant.
He looks totally like a guy, which makes it, to me, he looks like a guy.
Looks like K-Fed.
The golfing picture.
Yes, it's K-Fed with his shirt off.
He looks more like a guy than I expected.
Right. Wow.
Why is he got to stand like that?
I know, it's a sick, like, womanly pose. Oh, look at me. I'm just pondering my life, and I'm pregnant. And
In case you didn't think I was feminine, here I am staying in a feminine posture.
So gross. Wow. Not good.
1-866-663 T-Man back into the
Clooney not only starred in Leatherheads, he also directed it too.
That's exciting.
The old saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, may not be true on some college campuses,
right?
where a gossipy new website is catching on like wildfire. But some say the site is more hurtful than fun.
I really can't believe that someone would write something like that.
20-year-old college junior Brian Dargowicz says his life is being destroyed.
Brian Dargowitz's life is being destroyed by a website that people at his college are looking at that has, like, real scathing rumors about him on it, Terry.
Yes,
Oh, it's not because his name's Dargowitz?
No.
That's not why he's having a tough life?
Gossipy or something,
Just
right?
seeing his name in print is kind of embarrassing, but still, it goes further than that.
20-year-old college junior Brian Dargowicz says his life is being destroyed by postings on a gossip website, JuicyCampus.com.
JuicyCampus.com. You've heard of it, Terry? It's getting more hits by the day.
I'm going now.
You don't have to go. I'm not trying to steer you anywhere that you're uncomfortable, but it's pretty scathing, Terry.
Okay.
All people do all day long is write rumors and, well, some not so rumory, some more wanting to keep concealed type facts about a certain someone you know of on a college campus.
So it's more like a bullying website, per se.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, if you know that girl Amanda who supposedly left college because she got mono, I don't think so.
So pretty much.
Got knocked up by the economics teacher.
Oh, wow.
At least she was taking an economics class, so she had something going on there for a second.
Since its creation last August, Juicy Campus has grown wildly. It started on just 7 college campuses. Now it has students at 50 of the best-known college campuses in America logging on. It urges them to, quote, give us the juice.
Give us the juice! That's what COD is all about. Where is the juice?
And the students do, but critics say it's the nastiest, most malicious gossip they can dream up. Who's the sluttiest girl at Harvard?
No way.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh, man.
So they do stuff like that?
That's valuable information, Terry. A brainy slut like that, the sluttiest girl at Harvard, you don't think you want that knowledge?
No.
All the knowledge you pick up on in 4 years of going to school at Harvard is, I'm sure, priceless, but not as big time as knowing from day one who the sluttiest girl on campus is.
But that's kind of mean, isn't it?
I think it's valuable information. What you call mean, I call very important information to
It's
have.
the nastiest, most malicious gossip they can dream up. Who's the sluttiest girl at Harvard? Secret gays at the University of Miami.
Secret gays!
Oh, my God.
Who's the fattest girl at UC San Diego?
She's the one right in the kitchen right now.
Definitely. Wait, did your sister go to
That's
Harvard,
mean.
T-Man? Oh, crap. I knew it.
My sister went to Yale undergraduate.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Went to Harvard Business School.
Oh, gee, sorry. Sorry to diminish it.
That's mean.
And she's lucky this website wasn't around when she was...
Who's got the biggest boobs on campus?
She got hers
Biggest
reduced.
boobs and knows how to use them.
Oh, jeez.
Secret gays at the University of Miami. Who's the fattest girl at UC San Diego? Brian, who's studying at NYU, was the target of cruel false postings on the site. All of the postings are anonymous, so he doesn't even know who wrote them. He spoke with our Paul Boyd.
A lot of this stuff is really malicious.
The site had many false postings, including one that Brian has AIDS.
Serious issues that I have AIDS, that I have herpes.
It's pretty bad stuff.
Caitlin Murphy.
Well, I mean, come on. probably like at least 50-50.
Oh, now.
And I'd take herpes over AIDS, probably.
Well, if you have a choice, yeah.
In the old STD draft.
Although Magic did beat AIDS.
With the first pick in the STD draft.
What am I taking in the first pick of the STD draft?
Yeah. Probably not herpes in the first pick. You don't want that.
First pick of the STD draft. What's the most harmless type of STD you could get?
I don't want to bestow my knowledge on this because it'll act like I have it then, or I've had it at some point. So I don't know, T-Man. Something you can be cured with, cured
immediately,
antibiotic,
like a little syphilis or something?
No, I don't know if that's immediate.
Well. Yeah, I may have to skip the draft.
Wow.
You gonna pass this year?
Yeah, I may pass.
The site had many false postings, including one that Brian has AIDS.
Serious issues that I have AIDS, that I have herpes.
It's pretty bad stuff.
Caitlin Murphy, a student at Texas Christian University, started an anti-Juicy campus bulletin board on her Facebook page.
She's got the anti-Juicy website, Terry.
Yes.
So for all the rumors that are on the Juicy Campus Gossip website, she straightens it out on her MySpace.
Well, good for her.
And Bill Schmagegi from Rice University has the anti-Juicy campus
Right.
website.
And so far, 4 people have logged on to their anti-websites, and 9 million people have logged on to juicycampus.com, whatever it is.
Jeez.
Keep fighting the fight there, kid.
Yes, you're making an impact. Really, you are.
These people are saying whatever they want about people, revealing people's names just isn't right.
And universities are taking
You know what? Lighten up, would you please?
But you know what?
Lighten up. That's the way of the world. Roll with the punches. I'm sure right now on Terry Cam they're writing a million things about me. You think I give a crap? T-Man is during the break doing Pasty in the A News. Who knows what they're writing? I don't know.
Oh, dude.
I don't care.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It doesn't matter to me. Everyone's so damn sensitive.
No. Because I think it's sad that it's gotten this out of control. This whole bullying thing, man, because...
Oh, is this why you shut down Terry Cam all the time? Because you're so sensitive
I don't like
bullying?
it. Yes,
oh,
I don't
please.
like it.
You know, that just shows
ridiculous.
me how over the top you are. It's just silly words, and no one takes anything seriously.
That's not true.
You see what the upside is? You don't
That's
even
not
see.
true.
You're so set on making sure that you fight the fight. You're so set on making sure that you point out all the bad sides to the internet overall and these type of websites specifically that you're not even seeing the upside. You're not even seeing the positive.
Please enlighten me.
Well,
then.
I'm going to enlighten you. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you what the
Give
positive...
me the positives. Ooh, and maybe you can change my mind.
All right, now that you put it that way, now you're not getting it.
Yeah.
Because now you're being overly sarcastic. And you know what? I don't need that. I'm here to point out and put a little bit of everyone calm down, take a breath, relax kind of moment on the situation, which is obviously much needed. Everyone chill out. This is not that big a deal.
You go ahead.
But you want to make it into the big deal that it's not, Terry.
No, you go ahead and tell the mother of the 14-year-old girl who committed suicide.
Oh, jeez.
Because hey, bullying,
dirty card.
It's not a dirty card.
Probably had mental issues altogether, Terry.
How do we know that?
We can't be sure that the reason she committed suicide was solely because she saw on a website that she's a slut.
It was more than that. It went deeper.
Oh,
it was mean.
Anyway.
Brutal bullying.
I'm sure.
Ridiculous.
So you're telling me...
So you go ahead and tell that mom the upside.
All right, you know what? You want to make me the bad guy here? I didn't do anything.
You're giving me the upside.
I haven't given you the upside yet because you won't even allow me to take a little moment here to give you the upside.
I'm waiting.
No, you're really not. All you're doing is talking, doing your little spiel here.
Little?
Now I can't remember what the upside is. Oh, yeah. The upside is, with all these rumor little websites floating around everywhere, that if someone actually has something that they really want to hide, if someone posts it, everyone's so immune to all the rumors you see on these websites all the time, that if you actually see something that's true, you can't decipher what's true and what's not. So it kind of masquerades the true stuff that you really want to hide that used to get around in more of a underground kind of way. Now everything's so just full on out. Who's going to believe anything anymore? It all gets kind of funneled into this big pool of being skewed, so you can't be sure what's what and what's not and what is and everything. That's your upside.
But regardless, sooner or later, there's got to be some kind of control.
Like Judge Judy with
They're
10
nuts.
sticks and stones, baby.
Here's an example. Pasty printed me out a couple of pages of things they're writing right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Student-faculty sex.
All right.
Are you serious?
What male faculty member is having sex with a second-year law student?
See, that could ruin somebody's life.
No, because everything you read, you believe more times than not is a rumor, then you take it really seriously. There's been so many postings. Don't you understand my point? It all kind of gives you this overall numbed kind of a feeling towards what normally would have blown you away.
But still, even so, that university where it's being posted that it's happening, that university has to take an investigation.
No, they're not investigating because there's so many. If they investigated every posting, see, you're still not getting the point. If they investigated every posting, there's a million postings like this every 5 seconds. What male faculty member is having sex with a second-year law student? Oh, you mean that wasn't doing it 2 minutes ago when I saw a posting at a different college of the same thing?
I just think that there has to be some kind of control.
Well, there's not going to be.
Well, there should be.
There shouldn't be. Everyone just needs to chill out and take a breath and relax. It's not that big a deal. All right?
I don't think major employers are going to be going to juicycampus.com to see how their future employers...
They go to MySpace.
Watch out for Ryan.
Right?
Watch out for Ryan Babagoo. He has
giving names.
He has mono, and he's trying to spread it to every girl on campus. Tell your friends so we can stop him. Now, you can't tell me that you see this as just someone who's just trying to just mess with somebody.
Even if it is, it still messes. I mean, it's not right. Really.
Tell your friends so we can stop him. If someone really had mono, you think everyone would really care that much that they would actually go out of their way to write something like this?
Okay, you know what's
interesting? Only someone who's trying to get under someone's skin, or if they really do dislike the person, try to get even, or just... This is probably two friends that, I made a posting about you,
Everyone gets mono in college.
It's a goof. It's more or less just big goofs now.
Here's something
and
really
that's how
interesting.
people take it, even if it's serious. It's all seen as goofs now, Terry. You don't see the upside. People have been immunized to getting moved by any of these comments.
Well, obviously it's doing something because they made a big news story about it.
Well, they don't even realize.
People.
I realize what they don't.
But it's interesting that you are defending this site because...
Can I finish the posting? Let me just finish this posting so you can really see it for all its absurdity. Watch out for Ryan. He's trying to spread his mono to every girl on campus. Tell your friends so we can stop him. I think he already gave it to me last weekend, but he is hung.
I'll take it. That's a bad post. I'll take it.
This is at Penn State University.
Tell anybody whatever you want. As long as you say I'm hung, I'm in.
Brandy Bell is the name of a girl in the porn business on our campus.
See?
I like that one.
And in one of her shoots that I discovered... She was doing it in the dorm room of the University of Maryland.
Wow.
Should this really be our school's image?
Hey, that's
University of Miami, not Maryland.
That's important info. If you have a day with Brandy Bell next week, maybe you pass.
Print me out more, Pasty. This is good stuff.
Find out when she shoots, and then make the day for the day before.
So here's the interesting thing: you defending this little website.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it's not that big a deal.
Okay, if it's not that big of a deal.
I'm not saying.
Then there are plenty of websites, and I think I brought it up a couple months back about this woman who started a website that bashed her ex and got all these women involved to, start bashing on their exes, blah blah blah, and you were like, how dare she, and that's terrible, and yada yada yada.
Well, now it's gotten to such a degree that I've changed my opinion. Now it's just so everywhere. Now it's so in your face everywhere you look on the internet that doesn't mean anything anymore. All right? And I'm not saying I'm pro this website. I'm just saying I'm not seeing it as any big deal. Everyone's talking
Everybody
about,
needs to relax.
It must stop. It's got to be stopped. This is out of control.
But
yes.
there does come a point in time where it does really affect somebody.
If you're expecting that point in time where it can be controlled, you can forget it. The internet is what the internet is. This is the way of the world. This is just the modern-day bathroom wall, Terry. That's all it is. On the bathroom walls, back in the day, they used to write all kinds of things about you and about my mom and grandma, and that's just the way it was. And you don't even know what was up there. Now at least you know what you're up against.
Yeah, for a good time, send a smoke signal to Terry's house.
Now you couldn't get in the men's room to see what they were writing about you,
So
Terry.
what'd they say?
Now you at least have the gift of knowledge. Now you at least have the information so you know how to go about your day.
Pretty cute, smallish boobs, easy.
Now you know what you're dealing with. Smallish boobs, I don't think so.
Not anymore, baby.
See?
I have AIDS, that I have herpes.
It's pretty bad stuff. Caitlin Murphy, a student at Texas Christian University, started an anti-Juicy Campus bulletin board on her Facebook page.
These people are saying whatever they want about people, revealing people's names just isn't right.
And universities are taking action, too. At Columbia University in New York, they voted to ban Juicy Campus from all university computer servers.
Yeah, but it could be used in anyone's dorm room. That's where they're not sitting there in the library punching up this website.
No, I think they have control over the dorms, too. I think it's
I'm
all
sure
one.
they do.
Yeah, it's
just
all
like
one.
schools, high schools and stuff.
I think they can moderate it if it's internet in the dorm room.
You can ban a website across the entire campus in people's dorm rooms?
I think you can.
Well, that's
if you live on
censorship.
campus. If you live on campus.
Then I got a problem with that because that's censorship.
They do it in high schools and stuff.
Well, in high schools, I have less of a problem because they're minors in high school. They're under 18. But on a college campus to ban websites that are out there for the general public.
Right. Yeah, I can't go to Juicy Campus, but hey, I'm going to order a wife from Russia, so here I go. She'll be here in 2 days, overnight shipping.
And she has small boobs and is biggest slut so far at the campus of Harvard.
I wish I could read about it.
Too, at Columbia University in New York, they voted to ban Juicy Campus from all university computer servers. And just last week, New Jersey State Attorney General said they were investigating the website.
Oh, this is out of control. They're investigating the website.
Wow.
For possible violations of consumer fraud laws.
There you go. Someone's stepping in.
Do you even know what that means?
No,
Violation of
but
consumer-
somebody's stepping
There
in.
you go. I love it.
I just,
Don't
you
ask me
know,
that anymore. What can we
think-
charge them with, Bob? Violation of consumer fraud laws. That works.
Sounds good.
Give me a warrant.
Sounds very important.
I think that even, you claim that everybody needs to relax and everything, but still.
Everyone needs to relax. That's all it is.
There are times that, all of a sudden this girl is the biggest slut at Harvard, and next thing you know, she's got stalkers, and really she's not a
Look at
slut.
that stalkers anyway.
No,
There's
she's
like
just a
16,000
young
people at some
girl
of these
going to
schools,
college.
Yeah, there are 10,000 people at these schools, Terry.
One rumor?
And they're going to write about all of them. You know what? So you believe none of it or all of it, or you can't go in between at this point. That's my point. What are they writing about me right now on Terry Kim?
Right now they're not.
T-man's a bunt. T-man's a bunt.
Well, that happens to be true, yeah.
And just last week, New Jersey State Attorney General said they were investigating the website for possible violations of consumer fraud laws.
If we allow pornography on the internet, then certainly we're going to allow some rumor gossip sites.
Yeah.
What, are we going to have a lawsuit every time somebody's feelings get hurt?
Yeah, exactly. Ha-ha!
T-Man has a big one. I just read that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you could take that as rumor or as fact, Terry. But either way, you're going to be dying to find out, aren't you?
Jeez.
Hey?
There's pros and cons about you on here right now.
All right. Well, I want to hear them all, Terry. I want to hear them all. Because you know what? Even the cons are going to be like rainwater off my back. Ban that person.
T-Man is a P.
A P? A pussy?
Yes.
Well, I am a pussy at times, Terry. I admit it. I admit it. A lot of times I'm all bark and no bite.
But that came right after. Terry, can we see your feet?
Yeah. T-Man's a butt.
I like that one.
A butt?
A butt.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish I actually had a kind of a little bit of a bigger one, but...
Ooh, how are you going to be able to move on with your day now? Someone called you a butt. Are you going to be okay, T-Man?
T-Man has a muffin top.
This is really starting to hurt, actually.
Yeah.
T-Man was once a seafair princess. T-Man is a seafair pirate. T-Man has a flat ass.
Didn't want this to get out.
He's scared to get on cam.
I am scared to get on camera, that's true. I mean, actually...
Does he have a mullet?
Well, catch me next week.
I don't think so.
The company didn't return our calls for comment, but Juicy Campus founder Matt Evester has released this statement. Juicy Campus can have a really positive impact on college campuses.
All right, well, that's going a little too far now. Now he's putting out a statement like that. Just don't comment, dude. You got a very high-profile website now that's getting a lot of publicity. Don't make stupid comments.
Did you know that you have lice?
I have lice?
Mm-hmm. And that you surf midget clown porn?
I had lice in 4th grade, I think, Terry.
Really?
Yes. And my mom, I remember her over the kitchen sink, spending an hour at
with
least.
With a little comb.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it probably was like 3 hours with that comb, and there was a shampoo called Quell or something.
Red.
Well, mine was called Quell, Terry. I don't know what you used. Or have in your cabinet right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the cabinet's not good.
You have crabs.
Okay, I get the point, Terry. Terry loves it. Finally, an excuse
Relax. Hey, no big deal.
Well, Mom's
like rainwater.
Mom's gonna have to get me over the kitchen sink again to take care of my crabs.
Oh yeah.
Get out the little comb, Mama. Got to get rid of crabs.
But Juicy Campus founder Matt Evaster has released this statement. Juicy Campus can have a really positive impact on college campuses as a place for entertainment and free expression. But those who say their lives have been devastated by the site fear that this so-called juicy gossip will haunt them after they graduate.
I don't want future employers to be able to search for me on this website and find my name and say that I'm a cokehead.
Oh, well, actually, it was the AIDS that kind of bothered him. The Coke is a positive. That means you won't sleep much and you'll be working your ass off. So...
Where do you want these papers to go? Can I do anything extra? What do you mean? Do you want lunch? What do you want? Some coffee?
Yeah.
That's the guy you want working for.
Put him on a 50-hour payroll.
That's right.
Yes. So there you go. There you have it. Juicy.
Despite the bad publicity, the site continues to grow every day. It gets thousands of new postings.
Thousands of new postings.
And all the people that are coming out bashing it, all the people that are coming out saying it has to be stopped, what does it do? It drives hundreds of thousands of more people right to the site. So shut your friggin' yaps. Relax. I'm the one with crabs. I'm the one with midget porn and scabies or whatever that is.
Scabies are.
T-Man is addicted to gay sex.
Addicted to it.
Addicted.
See, now you've said so many different things. See what you've done? Exactly my point. What can be believed? 7 of those things you said are true.
Oh, I don't know. I want to know which ones.
But you said 16 things, Terry, so you figure it out. You can't. That's my point.
You going to be able to move on with your day now?
I'm not completely sure. I'll let you know. The impact is still probably, I believe, a delayed effect.
Okay. Oh, really? So at some point it may hurt.
But, of course, Terry has to bring up the girl that committed suicide.
Right.
Well, now the blood's on everyone's hands.
She's a wet blanket,
blah, 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 whatever.
But it's reality.
Teens have committed suicide for decades on end, Terry.
That rock and roll music made them do it, too, at one point.
Yes. I'm glad they put a stop to that.
Alligators on their shirts. Crazy kids.
So you continue when you see someone being bullied on Terry Cam, or when you see something being written of a scathing nature, you continue to ban people.
I do.
I think that is absurd. I think you are way too trigger happy in your own silly little site there. And now I believe I've gotten a lot of emails over the past few days that you've given gay the power to start banning people, Terry.
I've given many people.
Is wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
I made people moderators throughout the day.
You know, your site could have been great. Terry Cam could have been a destination that was spectacular. And it's been a major success, but you have taken away from it with your overdone kind of thought process on how things should go on in there. It's not a happy little merry-go-round of compliments and fun.
Well, people can have fun. They don't have to be mean and cruel and vicious.
All right, this just in on the... What's the name of the website again?
Juicy Campus.
Something, Juicy Campus something.
.com, right? Or no?
Oh, maybe. All right,
hey, Juicy Campus.
Here's the latest. It's printed out from Texas Tech. Who would you like to do on the girls' soccer team the most? In order of preference, as far as I'm concerned, number 1, Samantha. Number 2, Claire. Number 3, Allie.
I don't hear my name.
Number 4, Lindsay.
Oh, no.
Number 5, Stephanie.
It's not my name.
Number 6, Miranda.
Oh, no.
Number 7, Corey. Number 8, Kim. Number 9, Alicia. Number 10, Kelsey. Number 11, Tara. There are 15 girls on the squad, but it ends at 11.
Oh, boy, I'm not on the list at all.
Man.
I got to go to the treadmill.
One too many soccer balls to the head. Yeah. To the face. One too many soccer balls looks like they've been swallowed by you.
Remember in our office, like, the women did, like, a pool where they rated all the guys? Nobody got offended. Nobody got sensitive. Who cares, It's just for fun.
That did happen. This happens all the time, kind of under people's breath, behind closed doors, and now finally it's out in the open so you know what you're up against. That's another positive. I've given you now 2 major positives of what's going on with this, as you put it, out-of-control internet. You going on with, it's come to the point now where this has to be stopped. No. If anything, it's losing its luster only because it's getting so mainstream. It's getting so popular. Popularity will kill the effect of all this. They did do, the women of this office place, did, from what all us men found out, behind the scenes, did a little who would you like to do the most. Yeah, these are married ladies for the most part, and they're talking about us like we're pieces of meat!
Yeah, I lost to an ugly sports radio guy in the first round. I was pissed.
Wow.
I still have heard many a rumor as to where I finished amongst the pieces of meat, Terry.
Oh.
Some a little more flattering than others. So don't tell me this is anything new. And don't tell me teen suicide is even anything new, Terry.
I understand that.
Graham Campbell has sex with birds, dolphins, and fish.
Wow.
See, now, when you hear that, you don't think, that guy's a weirdo. You know somebody's goofing around, right? Dolphins?
He has lots of STDs.
That I believe.
Don't sip from his Diet Coke. A new species of STD has just been found in Graham. It's called Graham's Teaser Tits. I don't know. This is just getting ridiculous. Right. This is some of the postings that you can read from minute to minute.
Mm-hmm.
It is entertaining. One of the ugliest girls on campus. Where has she been lately?
Oh, jeez.
Where are you, Casey Beach?
All right.
See, I don't like that. Calling people out.
Come on. Hot chick in sex class. Hey, anybody taking Sociology 1016? Hot Italian chick with big-ass lips. Seems like she may be dating a bald guy. But I hope she's single. Looking for replies.
It seems like it. Either she is or she isn't. Does the guy have hair that she walks with or not?
This is important stuff, Terry.
Oh, yes.
This guy wants information as to whether she's dating the bald guy she's been hanging around with a lot.
Of course.
Are those big-ass lips ripe for the taking or not? You'd hate to have this guy roll up on her thinking she's single, and all of a sudden some bald guy starts pounding on him. Right or wrong? Gotta work it in once a show now, Terry.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent me Godfather 3, by the way, listener.
Oh, geez.
Oh, gosh.
1-866-663. T-Man is the number to call. What are your thoughts? Ashley, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, T-Man.
How are you, baby? What's happening?
I'm good. You know, I found out about...
Wait. I'm sorry. Most dateable teacher posting just came in, Terry. The most dateable teacher at NYU. Miss Snaffo.
Miss Snaffo?
Yeah, something like that. And I said, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Yes, Ashley.
Yeah.
More stuff. Yes.
Okay, so I found out about...
More. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Are you getting excited?
Get used to that.
Am I getting excited about what? What are you offering?
About this website. Well, I found out about it like 2 days ago.
Oh, you heard about this website 2 days ago?
Yeah, and I went on it, and then, there are some bad things that do need to be taken off, because they have the girl's first name, last name, and they put their phone number.
But there are so many girls. There are so many guys whose first name, last names are up there.
But they put phone numbers and addresses. Really?
Yeah, it's a little...
No, the phone number is not necessary. The last name is not necessary. No, there can be a lot of Ashleys, there can be a lot of Johns, Bobs, T-Mans. You just don't need to include the last name, especially not the phone number.
It would suck if you had to move over this. All right, to some extent, if they're putting like phone numbers and stuff like that, that's a little tough. That's a little tough.
Julian Flieger Hall, room 826. You know who that is.
But I'll tell you this: I've had other radio shows, and you know how other radio shows love to talk about us, Terry. Yes. They love to talk about me specifically because we've always had consistently high ratings, and they've always been, I'm sorry to say, very envious of the situation. Right. I've had other radio shows give out my cell number and then gotten tons of calls, and I dealt with it for a few days, and then they just died down. And that was that.
Yeah, but this website is out there, and as long as it's out there,
everything's out there.
Well, still, and it's just like Terry was saying about
Pasty, give me more stuff.
Yeah, but people look up MySpace, employers, and then if they're going to find out about this website, they're going to be curious to look and see if there's anybody about it that they're talking about.
If any employer is taking anything seriously that's on this website, I wouldn't want to work for them. All right,
well, this person's perfect for regional VP. Wait a minute, let me go to this website.
And they're seeing somebody, if they're seeing if an employee that's about to hire me sees me drinking a beer,
you know what?
they're going to question that.
There's something to be said. There's something to be said about looking at someone's profile that they've elected to construct themselves on MySpace and evaluating it and taking some credence in making an evaluation based on the choices they made. But to actually... Should we just stop flashing that sign? I want postings of that website. That's all I want.
See, and
all he's doing is distracting me.
On there, just like an employer will be curious.
I agree with her, and we've talked about
that. Goes to this website to find out about an employee is an idiot, kind of an.
But we've talked about how.
Oh, wait a minute, this guy's hung. No, he's out.
Just like you're curious to see it, everybody else is going to be curious to see it.
Right.
Whatever.
And that little line is true. Sticks and bones can't break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That's not true. Because even if one rumor goes around and everybody's going to hear it, and then they're going to be questioning, if something was posted about me saying that, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I'm going to feel awkward if people are looking at me like,
well, welcome to the world, because we're all walking around uncomfortable and on edge about what people are thinking about us all the time anyway. That's the way it always has been from before the internet and always will be.
No, there's one thing about someone spreading a word, and then there's another thing with, go look at this website. There's this and this about this person.
You're telling me...
and on that website, if somebody can post something...
And cut.
Thank you. Jeez.
You're telling me that you can't print anything out from that website right now because it's so swamped that you can't get anywhere on the website. You can't navigate. Is that what you're telling me?
Can't even pull it up, no.
Oh, sure you said that a couple of times. All right.
How much do I owe?
Well, then wait for the traffic to die down. Maybe we're sending a lot of people there all of a sudden. And
people that are complaining about it are doing that too, I never want to know another site. Now I'm going to go every day.
Yeah. I got a couple of people that need to have a couple of things written about them.
Yep.
And I'm sure looking forward to reading all about me later today. Yeah.
Terry's a bunt. 100 times.
I'm just saying, lighten up, Terry. It's not the end of the world. All right? Okay. I mean, I take your points. I see. I'm not denying your points.
All right.
But just lighten up. It ain't all that bad. And stop kicking people out of the chat room. All right?
The old saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, may not be true on some college campuses, where a gossipy new website is catching on like wildfire.
Terry.
But some say the site is more hurtful than fun.
Well, I don't know why I'd say that. I'm reading some of the latest postings that were just written on juicycampus.com, Terry. Or what is it, Juicy
Campus.
JuicyCampus.com, and let's see here. Just a few minutes ago, someone wrote, I was making out with Michael Stone of BYU the other night. He was on top of me. There was no dry humping really involved at all, and after 10 minutes, I felt my leg was wet.
Ew.
I was confused, then realized that he seemed to get off from just kissing me. I was grossed out, and ever since then, I will never hang out with him again.
Oh, poor nice Mormon boy never had any action. What do you expect?
No second date there.
It's like Forrest Gump, man. He just took one look at her and went...
What do you do again? All right.
Oh, it's okay, Forrest. Everyone does that.
Laura May at the University of South Carolina, or, I don't know, maybe University of Southern Cal, Terry.
It's a great part of the website. You don't know.
It says here, that's another benefit, Terry.
There you go.
Sometimes they just do abbreviations.
Yeah.
Laura May, the belief is, had sex with a gay guy the other night, Terry.
I didn't think she had it in her.
On the campus of Auburn, they're having a discussion currently on who has the biggest VJ on campus, Terry.
Oh, my gosh. That's ridiculous.
That's great. And Terry wins. For the 57th year in a row.
There's a professor at Brooklyn College that people out there are offering advice to one girl on how she could get into his pants, Terry. Apparently she wants to upper grade or something. You know how it is.
Yeah, right.
I know you were a straight A student. No one can figure out why.
D's get you an A, my friend.
Amanda Michelson is a big fat whore, Terry.
See, not nice.
According to someone who posted recently, then he wants to know, what does anyone else think of her? I'm pretty sure she has no friends. Someone obviously has got a grudge against her, and that's all that is revealed from this posting, Terry. All right?
What does anyone else think?
Now, the person who wrote on Terry Cam just recently that T-Man's a pussy, they probably just have an issue with me because of all the way I'm talking right now. Although they happen to be dead on, I get annoyed with myself sometimes with how much of a pussy I can be, Terry. There are a lot of times I get upset with myself that I pussed out in certain situations. So actually, what I take from all this is that it can help you better yourself. I'm already thanking that poster that wrote that. Exactly the case, Terry.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that really was some self-help right there.
Oh, geez, look at this one. This one, not so flattering, like the others were. Just recently posted from the University of North Carolina. A guy out there had sex with a Julie on campus and is complaining that she was, how you say, I know you just had a big slab of bread laced with peanut butter, Terry. I don't want to ruin that experience for you, but she was passing the old gas there all the way through the act.
Jeez.
Not good.
Mm-hmm. So he's saying to stay away from her. It smelled really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, those tend to have a kind of an unpleasant little aroma.
Oh, jeez.
During the act, huh?
During the act, yeah. He must have been pounding away, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Knocking the stuffing out of her.
And then amongst other things?
Mm-hmm. Everyone has had that experience, Terry. Let's be honest. You cannot have lived an adult life of any kind of length of time, 1 year, if you're just a new kind of person in the adult world. You're 19, you're 21, whatever you consider part of the adult world, or if you're listening and you're 40-something, everyone across the board has had an experience where what happened to Julie has happened in your world.
I'm saying it's a deal breaker. I'm out.
Yeah, of course, it's a deal breaker.
Pointing south and not returning.
But it's going to happen from time to time. I have very good control. A lot of times, I hope you can feel it coming on. You can do something about it, right? You like really moan really loud all of a sudden.
Oh, man.
She didn't hear that, did she? Okay, good. No.
She absolutely did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was the dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
One of the things need to be right here.
My poor bulldog's taking the heat for that so many times in my house. Poor guy, man.
They're still voting on the soccer team, Terry. I told you about that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, we're ready to move on now. You agree that this doesn't have to be stopped? We can't go forward with anything in the world. You know what? Call off the primaries. Call off the presidential election. Call off everything that's going on in the world. The number one priority is stopping this website. Take a breath. Lighten up, Francis.
Barack Obama's a bunt. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just, you're
very sensitive to these things.
Yes, because I see it, like you say, every day, and it gets really obnoxious.
But over time, you're going to start to realize that you're becoming immune, as will the rest of the world. We become desensitized to all these outlandish claims being made, and that's for the better. Do you understand my point yet, or no? If you don't now, you never will.
I guess I never will.
Oh, geez.
The T-Man Show.
You gotta tell me when Blast from the Past show up on Terry Cam like that. Terry Free.
First day ever, though.
All right, well then tell Jimmy Jam I said hello. Tell Raisin I said hello. They just happen to jump on at the same time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the popularity of Terry Cam is never ending. Oh, these friends of ours from the day, Terry popping on, finding you on Terry Cam. The successful aspects of Terry Cam just continue to make its presence known from minute to minute. Tell them all I said hello, Terry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, thank you so much for the relaying of the message. You sure it's about right?
Jimmy Jam?
Let me... Jimmy Jam. James Jam.
That poor guy figured that from us.
Anyway, I have plenty of time for calls here. Right now, right here. No delay. Let's run through them. 1-866-James.
He can't go without saying it.
I saw some hot girls, by the way, on Terry Cam during the break, Terry. I saw like 3 of the 6 slots were filled with ladies.
True.
And I'm happy with the quality of the ladies as far as their looks are concerned on Terry Cam.
Good deal.
T-Cam. Of a beauty scene. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. It is a hump day. And anything you want to talk about is fine with me from this point on in this last hour of the Wednesday show. What was that dude? There's a radio dude who has this real, like, cheesy little Wednesday saying that he says all the time on Wednesday. What does he say?
You're now officially closer to the weekend ahead of you than the weekend behind you.
Yeah! Woohoo! All right, I get it. I get the point.
Every time I hear it, though, it encourages me. I'm glad he told me.
It sounds so simple, and yet has such an impact.
It's great.
Yes.
It's good to know.
You are now closer to the weekend ahead of you than the one behind you.
Sounds good to me.
And I'm glad we're sweating out together on Power 95.
Something like that. Out together.
Sounds like something. That's what, I know a guy used to use that.
Okay.
A little bit of terminology in his radio show quite often. It's hazy, it's hot, it's humid, and I'm glad we're sweating it out together on Power 95.
Oh, man.
Sounds nasty.
What's that guy doing right now?
I wish I knew.
Is his name Jimmy Jam?
Gosh, Raisins on the cam.
Jam.
I don't need to see Raisins' little chest there.
That's
great. God, Raisin looks like he's...
All right, let me go to the phones. Let me go to the phones. Jared in Alameda, you're on the air. Good morning to you. Thanks for making the call. What can I do for you, sir?
What's going on, T-Man?
Nice to talk to you, my friend. What's on your mind?
Nothing much. I don't know if you remember me, but I called a while back about the clarity zone after a man is dead.
Ah, the clarity zone.
Oh, we did talk about that.
I remember that topic quite well.
Yep.
What would you like to contribute this morning, sir? Anything happening today on the program that you would like to comment on?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the topic you guys just spent the last 45 minutes talking about as far as these internet allegations.
Juicy Campus?
Juicy Campus, indeed.
What about it?
Well, first of all, I want to start out by saying that people giving out the names and numbers are wrong. I think that, shouldn't be done at all. But I do have a question for Terry. Terry, do you like steak? Do you like Salisbury steaks? Big, fat, juicy steaks?
I don't like Salisbury steak, no.
Well, he was just about to post that. Oh, I guess he can't now because it's not true.
Right. Don't you dare.
All right, well, just imagine your favorite dish. What would that dish be without a little salt and pepper? What would that dish be without seasoning?
Well, do you have a favorite dish or you just love them all, Terry?
Love them all.
Oh, Terry doesn't have... there's got to be one dish, though, that stands out as, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
nice little glow-in-the-dark meatloaf? What is it? Come on. What is your favorite thing to eat?
I don't know, fettuccine.
I think we know.
Terry loves the fettuccine. What's your point? Make your point now that you know her favorite dish. We're really grinding this out here. Yes, what's your point? Fettuccine.
My point is that these people who are making all these allegations, they serve a purpose. What would the world be without people who just like to shake it up? People who say shake it, not stirred. You know what I mean? What would the country be without people like this?
All right, why you needed to know Terry's favorite dish to make that point is still a mystery. But, of course. You need a little spice. You need a little variety. And you know what? If they take this site down, another one will pop up, Terry. I'm sure there are a bunch of them anyway. People are calling in right now saying there's a site called Dirty and that posts not only gossip but pictures. And, even on MySpace, people get brutal on MySpace.
I know that.
People they post pictures. They post, what are those called? The announcements. What are they called? Like when you make a...
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
that.
Comment. Like a comment.
Comment and...
Oh, yeah, the announcements. I hate that.
Yeah, they put them all in. They write all kinds of gossip on there. This is nothing new.
I understand that.
This is just the scandal site du jour. Next week we'll be talking about something completely different, but on the internet that has to be stopped.
What kind of sauce do you like on your fettuccine, Terry?
Nice cream. Throw a little crab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rob!
But you had that before, huh?
Yeah, we still talking about food. You're on the air. Hello.
Not at all.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, baby?
Hey, man, you know what? I don't know why you rely on Terry. The only thing she can remember is how to open up a peanut butter jar. But you know what? My thing is, she was supposed to remind you this morning about the incident with Gay.
Oh, yeah.
Making that allegation against that guy about the kiss.
What's that dude's name from?
Bend Over.
Oh, yeah, Bend Over. That's right.
Making out with Gay.
In Terry's defense, she did remind me earlier this morning.
Yes.
But then we found out that, believe it or not, Gay phone operator, who usually works out of his home office, biggest jug in the world, actually supposedly had to go into the real office to have a meeting with the supposed company that he works for.
Really?
That's what Pasty told me. That Gay is not going to be available. Gay sent a message to Pasty early this morning, letting us know, in case we needed him so desperately, that he would not be available to participate in the show because he had to actually get into his Gay mobile and head down to some supposed office for a company he supposedly works for, and he'll be indisposed throughout the morning.
That's code for he ran out of cups and sugar packets. Time to hit the old office. A couple pens, some whiteout, some TP, paper towels, coffee, out of here.
Either that or the staples are bursting out of the stomach so fast that he had to make a drive-through binge happen.
Wow.
A little binge kind of moment happen from one drive-through to the next.
Oh, I snagged my shirt on this staple. Whoops.
Oh, but now that I just said that, look at the hotline.
Oh, jeez.
After I just went through that whole spiel about Gay not being available.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator.
Got it.
And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Like anyone else this morning, Gay, because I did promise I'd be racing through calls here. You got about 30 seconds. I'm not going to go through all the allegations about what happened at your silly little party. So why are you calling to be a part of the show today? Please, make it quick.
So you want me to go through it at all?
No, not right now, no.
Oh, well, I was calling to say I'm free. I'm out of my meeting. I'm on the way home, and I'll be on Tari Cam in just a bit.
Whoa.
Yes.
What meeting could you possibly have had? What point could they have possibly had at this? I can't believe he actually truly works for an actual legitimate corporation.
He does.
That they would feel the need to say, oh, yeah, we need to see Gay today. We need to see this man.
Oh,
he
crap.
has to come in.
A one-on-one.
Bob, you get Gay in here right now. We're in trouble.
We need a little FaceTime with Gay.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you get FaceTime with Gay.
I'm going to throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Yes, Gay.
A team meeting. I had to go in.
A team meeting.
A team meeting. I'm sure you've had many a team meeting in your life. But why on this occasion did you have a team meeting?
Actually, it's something new. Every other Wednesday, I'm going to have to go into the office.
Well, you better rethink this little job of yours, huh?
No, I'm fine with it.
I mean, them to have the audacity to ask you to come in once every 14 days.
I know.
Okay, you know what, boss? I have to be on the cam today.
This is not what you signed up for when you took on this job.
Hey, they're paying me. I don't care. I'll do whatever they want.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why do we not? I doubt it.
Well, they don't want me to do that.
So what lovely contributions did you make at this team meeting this morning?
Ooh, can't wait.
I gave a lot of input.
Can someone pass some maple bar? Are there any left, or just fritters?
No, there was no food. I was disappointed. I was hoping for breakfast. But they didn't do it. No catering.
I found out that the bathhouse is available for the company picnic.
All right, yes.
What contributions could you possibly have offered your team at this company of yours at the big old meeting of this morning, Gay?
Well, I am excellent at sport, so I do a good job, and, they like me.
Well, thankfully, what you said you're an expert at kind of got blurred out due to the audio situations of the cell phone world. But for those who are dying to know, what exactly are you an expert at now?
I said I'm an expert at tech support.
Tech support, yes. Yeah. And where inside of the tech support arena does your expertise lie again?
That would be computer-related tech support.
You're a computer guy? You know...
He actually is very good. I've actually asked him off the air.
How many 38? You're 38, right? How many 38-year-old guys are really that computer savvy? I mean, yeah, they can hold their own, no doubt about it. But it's usually the 18-year-olds, the 14-year-olds that dominate what's going on in the computer world, not the 38-year-olds, Gay.
No, I'm good. I'm really good, actually.
You do spend a lot of time on the computer, I'll tell you that.
I do.
Yeah,
you don't get to 450 pounds because you didn't sit in front of a computer.
Yeah. No. I'm actually a certified technician for Dell Computer.
Oh, wow.
That's not who I work, but I mean, I'm certified, so I know what I'm talking about.
gay.
Yes, sir.
Sell it to your company.
Sell it.
All right? I'm not buying it, and I don't need to hear it. All right? All right!
And I'll be available tomorrow.
Whoa.
Goodbye. There he goes. 1-866-666-he. Chris, you're on. What's that?
Some breaking pictures.
Breaking pictures of who?
Some inappropriate pictures.
Where do we get these?
From that site, I think, right?
From this? No. Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Right in the middle of the big dance, these pictures got released?
That's my team, too. Got a lot of money on them.
Uh-oh, what happened?
For those who are fans, is this guy married?
I hope not.
For those who are fans of the Tennessee Volunteers, their team nickname never had more validity than this morning because their basketball head coach apparently is about to become mired in some minor to major scandal here, Terry, as he looks a little too playful with some of these college girls on campus.
Wow. Jeez.
Good old Rocky Top.
Is that him? Is this Bruce Pearl? Is that his name?
The guy from Illinois, right? Wasn't he in Illinois before that?
I don't think he was. I don't know where he's from, but that's Bill Self. But anyway,
Bruce Pearl. Yeah, he's been there for at least 5 years now.
Wow, these girls are hot too.
Oh, it's amazing.
Well,
man,
Southern girls.
Terry, have you followed the big dance enough to know that Tennessee is one of the major players in attempting to actually win the entire kit and caboodle that is the NCAA basketball championship?
I do know.
Team Hot Shot's getting paid if they win it all.
Well, now between rounds 1 and 2, and now that they're in the Sweet 16 and they go into rounds 3 and 4 this weekend, photos have been released of the head coach of the Tennessee basketball program in a very cozy bit of a moment here in a real provocative posture with some very young-looking blondes.
Wow.
These Tennessee girls are so hot.
And a couple of brunettes. Oh, yeah, I like the one in the middle, the best.
Wow.
I like the one over, I'll take one over left. I like her, too.
Now, is he married? Pasty, where'd you get these pictures? Is he a married man? Just find that out
Even
for
if
me.
he's not, it's still inappropriate, but it does make it a little juicier if he's...
It's always juicier if they're married.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. Even if he's not married, these girls look not a day over... Like this girl doesn't even look 17. I'm sure she's about 18 or 19.
You're the head coach. So easy.
Ask a dude from Washington State, the football coach, if
jeez,
this is ever a good thing. What's his name?
Mike Price.
Mike Price.
FYI, kids, if you're going to go to a strip club, do not use a company credit card. A little heads up for you.
I like his coaching strategy. Don't get me wrong, Terry.
Oh, man.
Oh, Pearl. Giving out the necklace. Coach Pearl.
You guys.
You think you gave her the necklace? I'm sorry to interrupt your call there, Chris, but these photos just got handed to me. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good.
What can I do for you?
I just have a problem with Terry having a good time, or having a problem with these websites.
Now, if you had...
I remember a while back.
Yes.
There was these male bashing websites that she was all over.
I already brought that up.
Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of consistency, Terry, with the... What was the name of that website where...
what is it?
Don'tDateHimGirl.com.
Yeah,
Don'tDateHimGirl.com, which got so popular that some athletes that I'm even familiar with, that I'm kind of friends with, Terry, like someone like Rashard Lewis, who plays for the Orlando Magic, he was featured on Don'tDateHimGirl.com. He was agitated when he found himself on Don'tDateHimGirl.com. What other person do we know that wound up on Don'tDateHimGirl.com? Someone on the... Was there someone on the Seahawks or something?
Chuck Darby or something.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
A lineman for the Seahawks found himself on Don'tDateHimGirl.com. Well, you're all giddy about Don'tDateHimGirl.com. You saw the benefits in Don'tDateHimGirl.com, but now, the world must stop and the internet must be taken down immediately. The entire thing that is the World Wide Web must come to an immediate halt because campus gossip is just too scathing with some of the remarks that they put up there.
And by the way,
where's the consistency?
By the way, one man, in fact, tried to sue the woman, right, who did Don'tDateHimGirl.com.
Right.
And went on, so the thing is that it's getting totally out of control.
I'm distracted.
That's where my consistency comes in.
I'm distracted by the pictures again. I'm sorry, I lost focus. Wow, he's really hugging her tight, too. There are hugs, and there are why would he pose for pictures like this? What an idiot.
He's a friendly guy.
He was at Milwaukee, that's right. He was at Wisconsin.
Now, if you have Tennessee in your big dance bracket,
yes,
does this make you feel happier about your selection to put them in the Final Four, maybe in the championship little box?
Oh, yeah. I'm loving it. Nice work there, Coach.
You have them in your Final Four?
Nice work.
Well, I have them in our little auction thing.
Mm-hmm. You have them overall?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris, were you done? You have anything else to say or no?
No, that was it. And I love listening to you guys' show.
Good call,
guys every day.
Good call, my friend. There you go. Mm-hmm. Do you married man, Pasty?
No, he's a divorced man with 4 kids.
He was involved in a recruiting scandal, too, so.
Wow.
Not a shock.
Wow,
He's dirty.
Look how hot this girl is.
Amazing. Unbelievable.
God.
Probably just like a sophomore at Tennessee.
With her skinny little arms and her big boobs. I love that combo.
Okay, let's go to the college campuses.
Let's go. I'm ready.
With her blonde hair and her little naughty-looking sunglasses on.
Southern
she's
Belle,
like
probably
it-
dumb.
Oh, probably a dumb Southern Belle babe.
My dream. Parents probably have money.
Oh. Wow.
It's good to be Bruce Pearl.
There you go.
So is this a scandal, Terry? He's divorced.
Well,
He's a professional in a lot of senses
Yes.
on the campus of the University of Tennessee,
so
Terry.
it can be looked upon as inappropriate
I don't know if
and
these-
unprofessional.
I don't know if these girls go to the school. Well, I'm sure we'll find out details as they become available, but my guess is they probably do.
Wow.
They look like college girls to me. If you ever needed to see what the quintessential hot-ass college girl looked like, here's their pictures. There's one that he seems like he's really comfortable and cozy with.
Maybe that's his girlfriend.
But he's posing with a whole bunch. He's laying across like 3 girls' laps in this picture.
Now, how would you feel if
Way to go,
after,
Coach.
Way
to run the weave.
How would you feel if it came out that one of those girls was his girlfriend?
Well, he's entitled to a girlfriend, Terry.
I mean,
not a 19-year-old one, but that goes to the
He's entitled to a 19-year-old one that doesn't go to the same school.
Oh, is that how it goes?
If she, well, yeah. If this girl has no affiliation with the school, it's not a scandal.
Okay.
But if he is going out with a 19-year-old girl that goes to the school, and he's laying across the laps of girls that go to the school, then he's out. He's out. He's kiss his career goodbye. Kiss his ass goodbye. That's the way it works. Mm-hmm. The only question is, will he be fired before the tournament is over?
Ooh.
If these are girls that go to the school, he's history.
Right.
And the only question again will be whether he's fired before the tournament is done or not. But if this girl and these girls don't go to the school, Pasty, I'm sure you're putting these pictures up on TeamManShow.com so everyone can follow along. Still, the featured picture on the TeamManShow.com is the dude who's carrying the child. The dude who's pregnant, Terry. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't heard, there is a dude out there, a man, yes, he had a sex change, who is pregnant and looks like any guy you could roll up on anywhere. I mean, a little more effeminate than the average guy, but he still looks like a guy. So anything we can do to take down that picture or push it to the side, to put up a hot-ass little Tennessee girl, I'm all for it.
His nickname is Brucers.
Brucers?
Awful. Hey, Brucers. Hello, Katrina. Brucers.
But he'll probably try and defend himself, saying, "Hey, they're over the age of 18.
Well, they look like
Even
they
though
probably
they're
are.
students,
I know, if they're students, he can kiss his ass goodbye.
Well, I know that.
There's nothing he needs to say,
but
nothing he needs to do.
He'll try and defend himself.
Can't be getting all this friendly with students.
I agree.
But if they're not, it's that cut and dry. They're not students, he's fine. They are students, he's done.
Got it.
However, places like that, they actually protect their coaches and their programs. Like, people in Tennessee don't want any scandal. So they may protect him down there.
But the pictures are out.
Yeah.
Nothing to protect.
That's not him, that's his twin brother.
And they're not the most, it's not like a sex video or anything.
Right.
They're not the most provocative photos you've ever seen in your life by any means.
They're just hanging out.
It's like how hot the girls are. How old is the dude here? How old is Bruce Pearl?
Brucers?
Probably 50.
How old is Brucers?
Brucers.
You think he's that old? You think he's 50?
Yeah.
How old is Brucers, Pasty?
I'll tell you.
Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl is
Wikipedia
48.
his ass. He's 48?
Yes, sir.
Good for him.
It's good to be Brucers, my friend.
Way to go out in style. If they are Tennessee students, way to go out in style, dude. Way to go out in a blaze of freaking glory. Now, it would have been nice if someone would have held on to these pictures until April 1st or whenever the tournament is done. Let him see if he can really get through and win a championship for Tennessee before and that's really going out in style.
I don't know if people are going to be outraged after what we've seen, in the past couple years.
No, in the world that we live in, this is not going to be with the Elliot Spitzer running around.
And now the Detroit mayor and all that crap.
He picked the right time for a scandal.
Pat O'Brien, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little...
Tennessee coach Bruce Pearl picked the right time for this kind of scandal.
Yeah,
this is nothing compared to some of the other things we've been through.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't normally do this. Like the coach from Iowa was caught at like a frat party drinking beers. I mean, that's a little different than posing with a girl in a bikini. Not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
First of all, look how hard he's hugging her, though.
Oh, yeah. It's good. He's laying on 3 of them.
Man.
Bruisers.
Think he's giving her the low post or what in this picture?
Oh, yeah. I'll show you my little ball handling, lady.
Let's see your ball handling skills, honey.
Right between the legs.
Yes. Wow. I like a nice scandal.
These coaches should be a little dirty. I think it's cool. Let's say it's their right. It's divorce.
It's
part of the personality profile that gives you that edge to be a better coach. The willingness to have this kind of scandal. The ability to go out there and run around with the 19-year-olds.
Look at those girls. It's amazing.
I just can't stop staring at
I know.
Are you guys booking your flight now?
I don't remember them looking like that in college. Or at least the ones that I talked to.
Well, all right. I'm sorry to be distracted.
Bruisers.
Let's continue on. Nate. Now, let me go to Richard's been waiting a while. Let me go to Richard. Richard, you're on the air. Richard, hello.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Well, I'm calling to find out. Just for I have a buddy that actually drinks a lot, and he drinks just tremendously a lot around people he loves, around people he cares about.
Do you have a stuttering problem, or are you nervous, Richard? Which is it?
Just a stuttering problem.
You have a stuttering problem. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, just a stuttering problem.
That's all right.
So, he's always nervous, and he drinks a lot, and he cares about what people think about, but he just can't stop drinking, basically, is what it is. He wants to stop drinking. I mean, he's ruining a lot of relationships and so forth. What do you think I should, basically do for him?
Well, it sounds like you got a male friend there, Nate, or Richard.
Say it again?
I mean, a lot of guys, and I'm assuming you're in your 20s, somewhere thereabouts, right?
Correct.
How old are you?
29.
29. All right, a lot of guys in your age range know a lot of guys that drink.
A lot.
But he drinks to the point where he's damaging his life and you're concerned about him. Wow.
Correct.
Just when you thought the world was out of sensitivity, Terry. Just when you thought the world had run out of the caring spirit, here's Little Dicky coming on the air, Terry.
Yes.
Or Big Richard, depending how you want to look at it.
Right.
And he's really worried about his friend to the point where he's making a specific phone call to try to figure out some strategies in helping his good buddy.
It's intervention time.
Richard, where are you calling from?
Actually calling from Walnut Creek.
And is your friend from the area?
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been friends from way back in the day? And you hate to see him. And you hate to see him this way because you knew him from way back when, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be worried about a new friend that has this problem.
Not at all. Who cares about the new people?
Yeah,
they're people. Fake. They're all fake now.
The new people, you don't even know if this is an upgrade from what they used to be like.
Right.
Richard's known this guy from yay high, Terry, when they were little dudes running around the playgrounds of Walnut Creek, and now he's seeing this guy's life unravel, and he just can't stand around and watch it happen. So how has he really become a detriment to his own self? What has he done that's really kind of been detrimental to his life based on his alcohol problem?
When we hang out, when we go to the clubs, just even when we get together and we're all together at the house having a good time, having a party, just the drinking just gets overboard. It starts out casually, and it just goes overboard. All
right, but it's overboard. But how has it become a danger or a damaging aspect of his life?
People. I mean, when you're drunk and when you're being an asshole to people. Excuse my French.
Right. Is he going to work drunk? Is he driving drunk? Is he what?
I wouldn't say he goes to work drunk. The driving drunk. No, just.
So what are you worried about?
Well, he said he's a bastard when he drinks.
He's a mean drunk, and it's affecting everybody around him as well as the relationships.
Well, they say your personality.
Thank you.
Your personality usually reverses when you drink, so the likelihood is he's a nice guy when he's not drinking.
But what I like to say, what I like to say is, when you drink, your true feelings actually come out.
Well, there's that little school of thought.
Which is it?
I think maybe he's being a little overboard. I mean, if the guy was sleeping through work, if the guy was swinging at people, is he getting violent when he gets drunk, or just he's not getting a belligerent bastard? He's a very mouthy guy, and there's only so long he can get away with that. He's going to get himself in trouble. That's what you're worried about.
Exactly. Passing out, getting that nod.
Well, he's already ahead of the game to have a friend like you so concerned about him that you're obviously keeping some strong tabs on him to make sure he stays out of trouble, right?
Yeah, but that's just, when you're meeting. Let me ask you this. Okay, he meets his girlfriend's parents, and then all of a sudden, what happens? He's sitting there drunk and doesn't know what he's saying and doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. So basically,
what's causing him to drink? What do you think he's? If he's drinking himself into such oblivion, what do you think he's trying to medicate from? What realities is he trying to get away from? What's bothering him?
I don't know, and I think that's what it is. Nobody knows.
He's got an addiction problem, obviously.
Have you sat him down and said the same things you're saying to us to him? It may actually come off as a little gay to sit him down and say these things, but
not necessarily.
It's the intervention kind of moment.
Every time I get a call from a friend, I'm always expecting that to be the call.
Richard.
Oh, Bruiser. You love Bruisers, don't you?
You probably, if you're looking for advice, I think the only thing we can basically offer is saying the exact things you're saying to us with the same concerning voice you have to him and see if it has any impact.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else that can be offered here?
Right. No.
To help Richard along with his concerns for his good buddy, or what?
No.
What if the reject is I don't have a problem?
But
well, then you have to realize that he's in some state of denial. At least you know what you're dealing with to a further extent. Because if you are not overstepping in your analysis, if we're to take your analysis at face value and he denies it, then at least you know that it's not just an alcohol problem, but it's one with the symptom that includes denial. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you have to proceed accordingly, but you have to take it step by step in trying to rectify the situation.
I like it out there.
All right?
Right on.
Anything else that can be offered here?
No, I think you're right on. I think
What's
you're good.
denial? I don't know what that is.
Exactly. Richard, you keep us posted, though. I'm kind of concerned now. Now you got me in on this.
All right, you guys.
All right, so you do what needs to be done and having a little conversation. Cheers. Salud.
Come on.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. Those conversations never go over well, Terry. But
no, they don't.
Even though they don't go over well, they're needed nonetheless.
True.
Now, the pictures of the Tennessee coach.
Bruiser?
The pictures of Bruiser.
No, it's not Bruiser. It's Bruisers.
The picture of Bruisers. The pictures of Bruisers.
If you're going to hang with the guy, you got to get his name right.
Are up on the tmanshow.com. So you can see a man who is fully engulfed in being one of the odds-on favorites to win a national championship. His team beat the undefeated Memphis Tigers earlier in the year, Terry. Uh-huh. And they've won the first 2 games of the big dance basically for fun.
Yeah, they struggle a little bit.
Who does Tennessee play this weekend? Who do they play on Thursday or Friday?
You would think I would know since they're my team.
Yeah, no kidding.
You would think I would know.
Well, we can get that information. But Bruisers has a little bit on his mind other than the X's and O's.
Killing me with Bruisers.
I've been to Knoxville. There's some hot girls there. Oh, and they're all easy and dumb.
That's a combo.
Louisville.
Tina wouldn't do that. Say what you want about DMX, Terry. That's one of the top 5 greatest songs of the past 10 years right there. Right there.
All right.
Maybe even top 1.
Wow. It's a great list. It is a great song.
All right.
I agree.
I have a story. And what did you tell me about the story behind the story of that song, Vinnie the Pooh? What did you tell me about the inside little business
industry
of that
friend of mine
song?
said he was in the studio back in the day when he recorded that. And
when he was laying it down.
Yeah, and he didn't have enough material to finish a
3-4 minute
song.
Right?
And so in the middle of the song, he was just like, all right, meet me outside. And he just used that to fill up.
So he had 1 or 2 verses, but it didn't fill up even 3 minutes, so he needed to put an extra 40 seconds.
Something.
So he just started
going off the top with whatever.
The Meet Me Outside, and that became a big part of the song.
Yep, and there you go. You have a song.
There's one of the greatest songs of the past 10 years.
He made up the last part.
It's like VH1 behind the music all of a sudden.
Wow. That's what we bring you here on the T-Man in the Morning Show. You never never know. I'm going to give you the inside info that you're dying to know. It's really never happened before. Gay phone operator, speaking of inside info, wants to kick your ass, Hotshot, because apparently during the break you just banned him from the Terry Cam chat room.
He bugs me sometimes.
Did you ban him or you kicked him out? And I can't even be sure of what the difference is. Banning is worse than kicking out, right?
I think so.
Banning is
a lifetime situation.
Yes,
But you can reinstate someone that's been banned or no?
I can.
You can.
Yes.
Okay, so banning is not lifetime. It's just until you decide.
Until I decide.
Yeah, so he can't just go log back on.
Right.
I see.
Right.
But kicking out, he can log back on tomorrow.
Yes.
So did you kick him out?
I think so, yeah.
And he's pissed at you. Did you have a reason?
Yeah, he was calling people out in there about, people being unfaithful, allegedly, to their wives. It was pissing me off. He's like trying to ruin marriages, and it bugs me. He doesn't have any facts about anything.
Good. All right, whatever.
He's just an unhappy guy that likes to have other people to be miserable, too.
Is it me? Because it's me. I don't care.
It's not you.
Oh, it's not me?
What would be you?
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was calling me out.
Oh, no.
Like trying to protect me or something. It's not. Is
not you.
Is it someone in the show?
No.
Is it someone at the station?
No.
Someone we know? Personally? We know of. Okay, so it's someone in, someone in a high profile that can't defend themselves on the show.
Correct.
All right, well then that's...
But somebody who could defend himself in person if they had to. And you would not want that person angry at you. And it's a pretty serious allegation, and he doesn't have any proof. He thinks he does. He's pissing me off.
So you kicked him out!
Yeah, he just bugs me sometimes.
He just bugs you. So that's all you have to say. He bugs me, so I kicked him out.
He was trying to call the other guy out yesterday about kissing him and ruining his marriage.
Well, I want to hear all about that. I mean, that happened on the show. I mean, if that guy goes to a gay phone operator, little silly, stupid function, and he starts doing stuff like that, he's asking for it to be talked about on the air, obviously.
I agree he gets what's coming to him, but gay kind of revels in people not being happy.
It's not like one of those. Well, yeah, he's a miserable guy, and he wants everyone else to be as miserable as he is.
Correct.
That's right.
And that's why it bugs me.
But he's our friend, and we just have to take him for what he is.
Yes.
But he'd like to tear down the whole world if he could. I mean, if he had a button right now, just had that said on the button, tear down the world, he would push it right now.
No, I know.
Yep, that's right.
Yes.
He'd sit there and giggle.
You would push the button.
You know what? I didn't say anything about you.
I said if you said something about me, it would be fine. But I don't know who he's talking about.
It was you. It was a pro athlete. I'm not going to.
I don't know who it is. I was trying to make a point that if it's me, it's fine, and he doesn't have to ban you for it. All right, so relax.
This pro athlete is doing my friend.
All right.
You don't know that.
Well, you don't know that. If you don't have proof, well, we don't want to ruin their season. Anyway,
your friend's probably a liar, and so there you go. Now you're running with it.
All right. Gay is home.
He is home.
And he can do whatever he wants in his own silly little website. Yeah, why does he have to do it in Terry Cam?
Right.
He has his own cam, right?
He gets mad when people talk crap, so here he is doing it,
I just went off all morning on the whole campus gossip thing.
You did.
But I like at least the person who is being attacked to have some ability to defend
themselves. Those guys aren't on.
You
not
can defend
necessarily.
yourself in campus gossip. You just write on it, right underneath or nearby where they wrote the slander about you. No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's okay to stir up rumors about people that I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows who John Schmagegi
That's
is.
the rule.
Anyway.
It just bugged me for some reason. It could be damaging.
Oh, really? You're finally concerned about damaging somebody.
I am.
All right. See, there's so much consistency with this program.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Gay, you have a great gay day, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Oh, jeez. Wow. What do you mean by that? John.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, America, for tuning in to the T-Man in the Morning Show with Terry Free, wearing her stupid stories, Hotshot Fudge Scott with his little blonde highlights, Vinnie Sexy the Pooh, oh, he's hot as hell, I wish I could impregnate him, Pasty the Virgin, and the tough, sexy man himself, the T-Man. America, thank you for tuning in.
That's right.
Until tomorrow, at the same time, in the same place, right here on the T-Man Radio Network.
Can I get a wake-up call? The T-Man Show.